do not reflect the management, sponsors, or affiliates of K Radio Broadcasting.
Big Al, it don't get no bigger. Big Easy, it don't get no bigger. Triple E, it don't get no bigger. It's big and bigger. It's big and bigger. Detroit, it don't get no bigger. Worldwide, it don't get no bigger. K Radio, it don't get no bigger. It's big and bigger. It's big and bigger. Welcome to the show. Where else you wanna be? Where else would you go? Truth be told, you could be anywhere in the globe. Thank you for supporting this Detroit soul. It's fun, jazz, home, country, and rock and roll. Big Al, doing take control. Speak it big up on K Radio. Speak it big up on K Radio. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Yes, but no. Yes.
Welcome, everybody, to Big and Bigger here on Cave Radio Broadcasting, www.crbradio.com. Episode number 211 on Big and Bigger
211,
here.
baby.
211.
Wow.
Big Al couldn't be here. He's off deep sea fishing for the ever elusive SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah,
This is like the third time. This is the third time, and you know what, asshole, stop.
You're never going to find him. Him and Patrick Starfish are somewhere else.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Yeah, it's hard to find those.
Yeah, he's going to just come home with Krabby Patties.
I agree.
Krabby Patties. Okay. Anyway, welcome, everybody. We have the beautiful Krystle, one half of the Girl Show, which you can hear every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on Cave Radio Broadcasting.
Not suitable for kids.
Yeah, not suitable for kids. This show really isn't suitable for kids either. But
Except our
my
kids.
son
Right.
watched it last week.
Oh.
It was pretty tame.
What, did he
He
like
liked
me?
it. Yeah,
Like me.
He said he was when I got home. He was like Don did really well, Dad.
Oh my God, I love you, Mason.
So he did.
These questions go through
He
Mace
got
first.
out of the 20 questions I asked him, he got 3 wrong. So what do you think your chances?
You know what?
are?
You're a
So that's
dick.
what you're up against today, my friend.
You're a, oh my God.
We'll do that around 8:30 p.m. Dumb Shit with Dawn, everyone's favorite segment. But it's been a crazy week. I ended up coming in and sitting in on the
Yep.
Girl Show. On
It was more the penis show
It was.
on Thursday. It was
It
like
was.
two
God, I
girls to a
should've
bunch of guys.
Six Tribe was in,
And Malamas
and
was
then Nick
in.
Malamas came in and sat in,
He's a dick. Can I have
Yeah, it's cherry
and
pie.
that stuff tastes delicious. It's like a
Cherry pie is what it is.
but it tastes way different.
cherry
Yeah.
pie.
It doesn't taste like medicine cherry. Is
Skip
what
is
you're...
sitting in with us too. Hi, Skip.
Hey, everybody.
It's your first time on Cave Radio.
It is. It's like from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah,
I'm here to
we help the special,
fulfill a wish.
the needy
I like
kids,
it.
the needy kids. He's here.
Skips the needy kid.
Dawn was on the golf course today. How'd you golf?
For me, I did amazing.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Well, we got 2 over, I believe. I don't know. Mike and Bridget will be here in a minute.
2
But we
over.
got 2 over, but I think, seriously, if I golfed and counted my stuff, I probably would have added 15, which for me is good.
Yeah,
No,
it's around,
for me is
I
good.
don't golf. So
It's
I
like
don't know.
82, 80,
Yeah,
85,
and
87. It's not bad.
it's a lot, but seriously,
If I golf 18 holes, I would not shoot under 100. I guarantee it.
I would never make it 18 holes.
I think I
get pissed
probably-
off and annoyed at some point if it was boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the like 11th or 12th hole, I start getting fucked up.
That'd be me. I'd just
No,
be
I
driving
did
the golf
good
cart like
today.
a
Stoned out of my
Are
maniac.
you guys
gourd.
golfers? No. I did good today. I tried to stay clean. I drank lots of water.
They're like, "Is that- where do
a
you
Bloody
do that?"
Mary, 6-pack of beer.
Jesus.
Staying clean.
Wow, she's
Did you
not.
start the day with a Bloody
You
Mary?
should just be dumb shit with Dawn right
the
now.
second 9.
She said it was just the first night.
That's crazy. So what you do in golf is just drink, pretty much.
okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Unless you're a pro, then
I
you
guess.
just
I
you
don't
go
know.
out there and have
I
fun,
want to be.
make money.
I'm
Don't
trying.
exactly date this
That's why I try to
golfing
stay
type.
sober half
No.
of the time.
I don't
Like
either.
it.
I did once and I never went.
No.
He went golfing. I stayed home and smoked
It's
weed.
super
and
fun.
went.
Hey, you can do that on the
Fun.
course too.
He was always trying to get me to go, and I'm like,
It's fun.
I don't know.
I like it. It's my
So
new thing.
we are broadcasting live via the Facebook app,
yeah, that's
Facebook
right.
Live. You can go around and
Oh, yeah,
share
I
it.
forgot about that.
We have the beautiful and talented Mayaeni in here with us. She did a little gig with us next door at Mickno's a few months back, and very receptive. Not a big crowd. I was a little disappointed, but everyone that was there loved you, and we wanted to get you back in the studio. Plus, you're about to soon release an album, right? Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I guess it will be I've been putting out a song every month for a year, and I'm a little behind. So when I have like 2 more songs left, and then that will be.
So probably by the end of the year.
Oh no! By the end of this month, I was supposed to be done with this like in April. So
know.
I'm like,
You've been telling me about it for like a year. It seems like.
I know. I'm like, I need to be, but life happens and things take longer than you planned.
Right.
Perfection takes time.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds so easy at first, like one song a month. That's
Right.
fine.
I can do that.
Yeah.
For the first 2 months, it's awesome.
Right.
Then you're like, shit.
Like, what the fuck was I
Yeah,
thinking?
it's like,
By the way, you can swear on the show, guys. So
cool. That's good.
you don't have to, but
Yeah, we're not.
we
Yeah, you
do.
don't have to, but
We do. And then we have Valid also.
Hey, what up, though?
You just put out a new album in May.
Yes, sir.
How many songs? Six
It's
songs?
11. It's 11 tracks.
11? So it's a full length album.
It's a full length LP. Yep.
Cool. And you got some pretty sweet people on there. Elzai, Jessica Care Moore,
Yeah.
Aaron Taylor,
Yeah, that's the homie, man.
A.A. Rom.
Yup.
He's been in here a couple times because he's part of T Money's crew.
T Money. Yup. White
that's-
Nate Dogg.
yeah,
Hashtag White Nate Dogg.
Yeah, exactly. He is too. man.
Hilarious.
He is very him, and then you got Colorblind and all them. Those are my boys.
Yeah, man. Good people.
T Money and I did a show over at Raw Radio X called Raw Detroit. He's the one that kind of got me into this whole, not the podcasting part, but the Detroit music
Just
scene.
being on the music scene.
Yeah, because I've been in podcasting for years. I started doing that, I don't know, 5 or 6 years before I started doing Cave Radio. So I've been doing it for probably about close to 10 years.
Dope.
Maybe longer than that.
holy
Say, well, we're
moly!
having
I
our
was-
6th-year anniversary.
I was
so
I was doing it when I was on the radio. Oh, by the way, we have a little bit of an ant problem, little tiny ones. It's a 10-cent bounty.
We in the cave, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a 10-cent bounty, and
least
we
I
will
me
make
not,
crazy when I'm on my
we
show.
will not pay you, but you get 10 cents per ant.
There was fruit flies
They're
in here
points,
the other night
10
too.
points.
10 points, yeah, okay.
10 points. All right, cool.
But yeah, so I've been doing it for a long, long time. But T Money Green was the guy that got me in here. So when I saw Aaron Taylor,
Legend.
yeah,
T Money
T's-
Green, man.
he is, man. He did you see the pictures the other day? He was I think in like Toronto or some shit, and Snoop Dogg and Warren G were in concert, and
I
he
didn't
ended
see
up
that.
getting backstage and hanging out
I
with
didn't
them.
see that. Yeah, I mean, he produced a lot with them, and
G-Funk.
DJ Los is connected to that.
That's his
DJ Los,
nephew.
his dad. Yeah, exactly. Los is on my album as well. Me and Los, Los has been holding me down for years, so I know him. I know his pops, and just seeing that family tree is like, golly, like
Well, and then
history. You know what I'm
Mayaeni,
saying?
your dad went to school with T Money.
Yeah, he goes back. I recorded
to
my
Mumford.
first demo with T Money when
Look
I was
at
like
that,
12.
man.
Isn't it crazy?
Gangsta.
Circle.
What you know?
Yeah,
It's
he has
who
some
you
like
know
pretty
for sure.
embarrassing like first videos. He claims one day he's gonna put them out, but I did like a dance number and the whole thing. It's embarrassing now.
I bet it was super cute though.
Gotta see these
it's
clips.
like-
Enough time has passed at least where
We gotta
One
talk
of
to
those
T Money,
things.
man.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Like
these
it.
clips.
So,
Live on K
you know what?
Radio.
Have you were on his studio thing that he does, the
Yeah.
live. The hell's it called?
yeah, I'm trying to blink right now too.
Bam! He does he's got a badass studio
Yeah.
over at the Russell, and it's hyped up.
Yes,
Hyped up
yes.
sessions.
Yeah, I know
so
what
hyped
you're
up
talking about.
sessions. I ended up, it's like I said, I've known him for a while, and I missed yours. I was going to come down there for yours, but I ended up going and seeing Gasoline Gypsies there, which is one of our favorite bands here at the Cave. And man, it was just the setup he's got. He's got a really good crew. He's got Tommy running sound for him now, his drummer. And it's something special, man. It's really good. And you got in there on one of the early ones.
Yeah.
So I think he's up to like 20 something now.
Killing it.
Oh yeah. That's good. Yeah, my dad did one as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your old man's pretty cool, dude. I got
He
I
might be watching right now. Shout out to
Shout out to
What's up,
Dad.
Gee.
what up, Gary?
Hey, yo, what up, though, Dad?
Yeah, everyone wave to the camera up here. We're live on Facebook. You can also catch us on the Periscope app, which is on Twitter. If you go to @RealCaveRadio
Things I don't know how to use. That's one of them.
and the YouTube Cave Radio Broadcasting, catch us on all of those platforms. Also, if you're driving around, or if you're driving around, you're probably not listening to us unless you have the app, which is Cave Radio, all one word. I was like, what the hell is she doing?
She's getting
Ant
points,
killer.
dog.
I want to touch it.
She's racking up points over
Yeah.
here.
Cave Radio on your Apple and Android phones. It's a free app. Yeah, you can call in if you want, 313-879-5059 if you got a question for Mayaeni or for Vald.
Yeah.
We're here. So let's start off with Mayaeni. You got you just got done, what was it, Wednesday? With Fantastico Negretto?
Yeah, Fantastic Negrito.
Negrito, that's how you say it?
Like that.
Negrito. So I saw him, Jiva opened up for him at the Loving Touch, and I brought my daughter there. I'm friends with Nick Bainan and all those guys that are in that band. And he's got a great stage presence. Big, tall, skinny dude.
Yeah.
And just wails on the guitar.
Yeah.
How'd you get that gig?
He was good. My brother works over there at St. Andrews,
Yep.
so he, they just sometimes they can bring in local acts to open. So, yeah, last minute they're
Very
like, you want to
Shout out D.
That
Ali.
is-
Yeah,
D.
D.Ali. in the place
D.Ali.
to be.
Hey.
Dave played on one of our, I think it was our very first show that we threw, Cold English, played at the
Classic.
with the Albert's on the Alley gig that we did over in Garden City.
Before I
His
rode a
band.
middle belt, right?
Yep.
They closed, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not around anymore.
That place we sold that place. I mean, we packed that place to the gills.
Every
Yeah.
time I've been
Three
there, it's been
times.
packed. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
they canceled.
Yeah, I don't know. No, they shut down not because of like
No,
business
it was-
reasons.
Okay.
It was probably something different.
Yeah.
They
It
were
was-
always busy.
Always, every time I went there.
From what I
Same,
remember,
yeah.
the owner was a little shyster, so I think
So it
that's
could be. I mean, I just
Probably.
remember
I
10
could see
years
that.
ago, people from like that whole like west side, like suburbs.
it was the only place
area.
around that had a club.
Yeah.
That was really
And
good
late
on the
at
west
night,
side.
everybody was eating pizza. They would always
I was
like
about
give
to
out
say,
pizza at the end of the
food,
night.
yeah.
And they had like dollar shot specials on certain nights and dollar
Yep.
beers and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
Crazy times.
I agree.
Yeah, the west side
It had
doesn't
to
have
have
any
been
places
something.
like that anymore. It sucks. I mean, east side and Ferndale, like
They were
that
fun.
area, they got all kinds of
I've
spots.
seen a lot of people play there, actually.
Me too.
I'm surprised.
But anyway,
Weird.
so you
Anyway.
put out a new song, Colors, just came out Friday.
Yeah, last Friday.
How's it doing?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Slow moving,
Yeah.
this one, but it's
And
good.
this is song number what that you put out in
10.
the year? 10?
Yeah, so I got two more.
Two more.
And I'm like, just want to be done too, because it's just, when you say you're going to finish something that just drags on, you're just like, okay.
Now
wanna close it.
you hire some of the best musicians around town. I know our good friend Chris Spooner's your bass player,
Yeah, he plays bass on.
and who do you got? Steve Caldwell. I know he produces some of your stuff. Does he play guitar
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, well, he co-produces and like helps really mixes a lot. Like I do all the pre-production at home in my basement, and I do the drum programming and write all the parts and do everything, and then Chris
You
will
use
come
the
and
loop
play.
pedal and all that stuff now.
Yeah. So I kind of write with loops in mind right now because it's just like everything's simplified and my life has been easier. It just simplifies
Yeah, you don't have to
it.
pay a band
Yeah,
on a
you
road.
and it enabled me to tour for the first time because I couldn't afford to bring a band,
Right.
unfortunately. So it just became, it opened up doors being able to like loop and just kind of. So now I'm kind of addicted to that. I'm sure at some point I'll be like, I want a band again. But now I'm like, are y'all paying for a full band though? Because
Right.
y'all want me to show up with a full band, but you offering 50. Like a lot
Right.
of places don't want to pay for it. So it's like I'm like, it
Isn't
would
that
be
crazy?
me.
Yep.
It is crazy.
Like-
It's like, okay.
Yeah, like they have mouths
Feed
to feed
us,
too.
drink us.
Exactly. Yeah.
So earlier in the year, you had opened up for Citizen Cope at the Fillmore. That was a pretty big show too.
Yeah, that was a that was, like,
What do you got? Anything coming up?
really good. I want to finish these two, and then I'm gonna start planning because I'm kind of my own label and everything too. So I'm just like, then I'll approach it that way, I guess, of what's best, like what cities I'll hit up and like set up a little small tour and get into that. So hopefully by like fall, realistically. I'm
How do you
hoping.
decide what cities to hit for a tour?
This one I'm just gonna go off of my Spotify results. I have one song that like hit up to like 800,000 streams. So that one, like I using my audience a little bit off that. I don't know if it's really true, but it's mainly the main like New York, Chicago, LA, or the kind of the main. Or I'll have like Colorado. So I might go off of that a little bit. I know at least like New York, Chicago, and LA.
How
those
are the Spotify results when you look at that stuff? You can tell where your people are coming from.
Yeah.
It shows, yeah.
really
That's
dope.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice, yeah.
and of course and then Apple Music has a good one too.
Okay.
An artist thing that breaks down where they're playing it. So I'll probably gather some of those, statistics,
Yeah.
whatever. Trying to be all
Be like
know
money,
the data.
be like Moneyball.
It's all about right.
One benefit for sure.
No, that's cool, and then you figure it makes sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So yeah.
pay for a little extra on Facebook ads in those areas, and
There you go.
hit them up.
Yeah.
Now, you said you're your own everything. You write the songs. You're booking stuff. You're doing all your social media. Now, when you were with Rock Nation a few years back, how did
1
that?
year, yeah.
Yeah, how did that work out? Because you were with them for a little while. Did you have
Yeah.
people doing all that stuff for you?
Yeah,
or-
I mean, I was with them for 6 years, so that's a lot to have. And of course, through that time, a lot of people change in and out. I mean, my whole team changed 10 times in that span, so you get used to people. Then they take another label job, so that's hard to always switch. But it was still, used to having a team doing all that stuff and going from. But that's also how I've learned to okay, what I can do on my own, you know what I mean? And I think it's definitely changing. I think major labels like that now, as you see, have mostly bigger artists. Like even them, they transition more. Like there's still some new acts, but pretty big. Like that Mariah Carey, they have
Right.
these. So it's hard for indie is kind of more like seeing what I can make off smaller royalties by owning my masters just feels really powerful as independent. Like that's something where I don't know if I'd give up now. It's like, oh, you want me to split my
Right.
even if they're bringing bigger opportunities,
split
which
a
is
penny,
fine. But yeah,
motherfucker?
it's like maybe we got to talk different. I think it would be more better spent on even publicity, someone that could get your shit out. I'd rather pay a publicist or pay people for hire
Right.
to do what I need than
You see a lot of local bands that are doing that too. They the major labels, they'll come to them and they're like, oh, but we want you to change everything and do all this stuff. And they're like, fuck that. They'll sign with people, but it's more on the indie side where they still have creative
terms.
control over stuff and their own terms and stuff. So
I've
being with
heard
And
that
they
a
were
lot,
really
just
cool.
being here, actually, not knowing nothing, coming in, just sitting down.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. Seriously, everybody just wants you to change you, and you can do this, and we'll do this. But no, I feel you got to stay true to yourself. To be honest with you, 'cause that's what the music I enjoy.
Yeah, you gotta just. And to be fair, I mean, rock was really artist friendly. They weren't ever trying to it. Just I think when there's so many people as well whose opinions are that you also want to please as an artist.
Exactly.
I allowed that, and that's to no fault of my own. But that got in my head a lot as well because as I'm writing, I'm like, oh, is this person gonna like that? Is they gonna
That's
like-"
exactly
And it
what
just
I hear.
fucks with rather than just kind of is this gonna be good where some people would enjoy or do I love it?
Are they going to put it on the radio? Is it
Yeah,
gonna-
so. Yeah, so there's.
Yeah, to be an artist, you're already creative, and to give up that creative control, that's
Hard, I'm sure it
Probably
is.
difficult.
And it's I've never been in that situation, but I'm just putting myself in my head y'all wanted to mess with me for what you found. Don't change the ingredient that y'all fell in
Yeah.
love with. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
exactly.
So that's how
Sometimes
I would look at
artists
that.
too could get lost in because with politicking, I found that sometimes you just they naturally just want to hook you up with a lot of people. Oh, meet this producer, meet this writer, and so you just want to say yes to everything. And I said yes so much, which was cool. But
Agree.
then it's by saying yes to everyone, you kind of like, wait, well, where am I?
Losing your sauce.
yeah, you're
Losing your
Continuing
Yeah,
education,
because
as they would say in the medical field. You continue to learn, and you want people's opinion to get better. But sometimes it's you lose it.
Yeah.
And that's what I hear. I don't, because I'm not an artist. But no, just sitting at this table and listening to all that I do. A lot of people want to change people.
Yeah, you can get kind of
So
Lost.
at 17, you moved away from home, went to London.
Yeah.
Damn.
London
Ooh.
town. That's what it said on my I was one of the 2% that didn't go to college, and everyone had their mindset
Right.
going to London.
So London was your college.
Yeah.
Lived there for a little while, and then moved to New
Yeah.
York, of all
Yeah.
places. So,
Yeah.
and is that where you started hooking up with the?
Music, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mainly
You've always
yeah.
been in music. Your
Yeah.
dad's a freaking been in music since he was a kid. So I mean, you
Yeah,
grew up with that.
Exactly. That's T Money G that was the first where I started recording, and then that was when I was 12, 13.
Oh wow,
14,
Those are the
so-
videos he's got, huh?
Yeah, I had
T
demos
Money,
back then.
you're listening,
yeah.
brother.
So I just didn't understand how to approach music as a career back then. I guess so. It was after high school, I was okay, I sing. I didn't know if I sang well enough. To me, I loved Mariah Carey. I was I can't sing like her, so I don't know if I or Whitney Houston. So I didn't know if I. So I just tried the modeling thing. I tried dancing, acting, those types of things, and then got more when I went to New York. Started doing open mic circuit. Would meet producers, get into studios, and then one thing like led to the other. But,
Have you always played guitar?
no, I started later, like not until about 19 or so.
Because you're an amazing guitar player. That's, I
Oh,
mean, your
thank
singing
you.
is amazing, but
Oh,
your
thank
guitar
you.
playing is what
My
drew
dad
me
would be
to.
proud to-
Yeah. Was he your teacher?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, and then I had like a boyfriend I was with for like 4 years. It was this wicked guitar player. I seem to always date guitar players.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Me
try
too.
to date your dad or like.
I'm like, mine's not a guitar player, but I tend to date guitar players.
It's like, so I learned like from other just musicians and stuff. But yeah, and a lot of YouTube. To be honest, like
That's what I
you
hear.
break shit down now.
Lot
Like,
of
you can
YouTube.
learn
Everything
anything
on
You can
YouTube.
do anything on YouTube.
Like,
You can become a doctor on YouTube.
you actually
Serious?
could.
You might be able to. There's probably a few out
I
there.
bet you there's doctors right now that are trying to figure out how to diagnose something. They're on YouTube as we speak.
Hey, I'm an MA and I Google shit all day long.
Yes, me
I'm
too.
not like procedures and shit. Don't get me wrong, but like, okay,
We
The
live in
Google
a wild
diagnosis is
world.
the worst, though. That will
Oh,
freak you out sometimes. If
yeah,
something's
it's
wrong,
You're
like-
dying.
you're like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
never go to.
people will come in and they're like, okay, I feel like this, and I
MedMD.
Googled it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh Jesus.
Yup.
Okay.
You tell your doctor they're wrong. Listen, I went to mmdwhatever.com.
Hey.
All right? I know what I'm talking
WebMD,
about.
I know what I'm talking about.
Hey, wait, no, wait,
went
that's
to
a
Yale.
house episode.
Oh, that's funny.
I saw this on House.
We get it all the time.
I went to Henry Ford Medical School, buddy. Where'd you go?
Yeah, exactly.
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Hey, I changed my starter that way.
Yeah.
I YouTube that shit and was like,
Yeah, I've done
I
that
learned how
too.
to build a garden fence on YouTube.
yeah.
I was just going to
Fix
ask you,
my car
how
radio.
is your garden?
I
'Cause-
learned gardening on YouTube like 7 years ago.
Gangsta.
It's like the square foot gardening method. I learned the whole, how to mix
That-
the soils
yeah.
and
Let's
everything.
go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
shit to gardening to grow some big
Yeah,
stuff.
you got a nice garden back there.
Thank
shit
you.
to
I
grow.
wanted
Let's
to
go.
expand, so I'm trying to find ways to.
Well, didn't you and your mom just
Expand.
do something gardening
Yeah,
wise, or it was like some big event that just happened?
Yeah, well, she also rents a plot out, where we live. So she has like a little plot there, and then I do our backyard and trying to expand. I keep just digging up more of the backyard.
I did that this year, too. I just kept tearing stuff up. I'm like, I should really probably stop doing this.
But it's like, who needs? I mean, if you have kids that want to run around and play,
That's
in the
what it
back,
was,
then
yeah, I
you
was
need the
like, yeah.
lawn. But yeah, if you can leave a little patch for that, go to the park.
You guys got this 5x5. Mommy took over the garden.
Pay to mow the lawn.
That's pretty much what it is. Like, I hate mowing the grass. So I'm like, how
That's
much of this
funny
can I
shit.
make plants and then I don't have to mow it?
Especially if you get the perennials come back, make it low
Exactly.
maintenance.
Everything I planted was a perennial because it all comes back next year.
Exactly.
I don't have to
See,
do
that's-
shit.
Right?
that's trying to be- It's the future.
So, where can we find the all your music at? Your new, including the new song "Colors."
So on all platforms, I guess if you just know how to spell my name, that's Maya.
That's half the battle.
I know, right? It's spelled Mayaeni, but that's not how you pronounce it. But if you remember that, like Maya, Maya, then Eni, Maya.
Can you write that down for me?
Gotcha.
I'm gonna ask you that later. Like, what was it again?
Yeah, if you
Mayaeni.
Can't even remember it now.
right?
Being on the road, I saw. I kind of did a little deep dive of your Instagram and your
Deep diving.
Your
What did
Is
you
that like
find?
stalking? I mean,
It is.
Well,
No, it's Shark Week. He might be still in Shark Week.
Yeah, it was a Shark Week. But Macy Gray, how is she? She seemed
She's
like.
a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's. I love Macy Gray. She's really funny. I actually do.
So did you get to tour? You played a couple shows with her, more than a couple, but
Yeah, just like I've played a few with her,
Yeah.
but we wrote more. Like she's a producer that I did my record with when I was with Rock out in LA. She's friends with him, so that's how we met. And she's a little shy at first, as well as I can be. So he was like, "You guys should write because you guys are both like a little awkward." And it actually worked. It was cool. We
That's
just
dope.
drank. We like. Just drank. It's like, so what do you want to drink?
Yes, please.
that was pretty good.
She has such a distinct voice, right? She really
She does,
talks like
yeah.
that all the time. Like it
That's
doesn't-
dope.
Yeah, so it was fun to to write with her. She's she's cool.
now did you get to do anything with Jay?
Jay-Z himself? No.
No.
Just took
He's-
his money. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I'm just kidding. It wasn't his money per se.
You got a whole lot, mama. It's okay. I saw that article
It's really
too.
his.
First hip hop billionaire. Take it.
That's
take
funny.
it.
I did meet him a few times, and my encounters with him were always pretty cool. He's a cool guy. You can see like his energy of why he is who he is. I feel like.
Hey, when you see him on TV, he seems cool.
Yeah, he's definitely.
It's kind of cool that the guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he came from selling rocks on the corner.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
when you
when he
speak
was
to him,
young
he gives you like sorry, but he's like he'll give you attention, which because a lot of like Hollywood stuff you see her at parties or events, and people are waiting to talk that. They'll talk to you, and they'll be like,
You can get lost
Looking
in
around,
that too.
yeah.
How do I chore to them?
yeah,
How do I get
he's
away from
in
this
you
person?
and
Right.
focus when he's talking. Yeah, so much
Yeah.
so that you're kind of like, oh,
But he
stop
knows
making
who
eye
to be
contact,
chill with.
right?
He's looking through my
Like
soul.
Beyonce, like you bees next to you, like I'm not making eye contact.
Right, like no.
Man, you sound like Jamie Foxx talking about when he saw Prince.
I'll tell you.
He's
I'd be
he's like,
that
don't
too,
make
though.
eye contact with him.
I got attacked. There's one picture we took of Made in America. And he has his like arm around me. Like I'm not, like a little bit of the beehive came. I felt like I was a little accomplished at some point. There was like all these people like, who is that girl? I'm like, oh my god. This is like-
Dope. That's dope.
I was like, no.
Like, calm it down.
Right? Like maybe I should use this to sell. I'm like,
Right?
I
That's
Love the way you
fucking
think.
hilarious.
Making money.
would
Come
I
on,
wouldn't
man. It's a cold world out here.
So, Vald, we're going to jump
What
over
up,
you. We're going to get back to Mayaeni in just a few
Oh,
minutes.
no problem,
We got Vald in here. Your new album, Mihailo.
Mihailo, you said it correctly.
That's your name.
That's my real name. Yes, sir.
It came out back in May.
Yep.
How's everything going with that?
It's
Sales?
Yeah, it's been incredible. Vinyl is a beautiful thing.
I know, it's cool.
You know what I'm saying? It's the streams went up a lot. Back to the Spotify thing. I think what really helped with that was Elzai. He's on the album and
Yeah.
he posted his shit. That he like gave me the look, and it was just like that happened. I was on Shade 45
I saw
the same month, and that song came out. VladTV.com shared the funny music video we made where I mentioned Vlad TV, and it was just like all these things just kind of like happen within a few weeks of each other. And then, as I'm sure you know, like at the end of each month, Spotify sends you like a, your plays went up this much %.
Right.
Like, I dropped the first single with Alex Way and Mahogany Jones on February 1st. Dropped that. At the end of February, Spotify. That's a dope name. Spotify. But was like, your plays went up 60%. And I was geeked. I was like, oh, sweet. Dope. Then I dropped the next single in March. It went up another 40% from there. Oh, my God, we're up 100% from where we started. And then when all that happened in April, my email at the end of April was, your Spotify listens went up over 4,000%.
Jesus.
I was just like, what? Like, it blew my mind.
That was
So,
from the Elzai
I
single?
think it was all that. The Elzai,
Right.
the Shade 45,
Oh, yeah,
the
plus
Vlad
you
TV.
showed- right.
And then, Illa J is on an album. He helped. So it's been a crazy couple months. There's music videos floating around. I think another thing that helped, too, was a pretty reputable website, undergroundhiphopblog.com. They got some, good attention in the game, and they rated it like 8 out of 10 or something. I didn't even know that they were aware of it, let alone they were going to do a review on it. And that shit made my day. And then what really helped was Ghostface Killer shouting me out, the day the album dropped.
Right.
I'm sitting, you know what I'm saying? Phone goes off. Ghostface Killer mentions you in a Facebook post. I'm like, all right, this is obviously like some type of fan page, not
Right.
real.
Right.
Click. Oh, shit. That's
that's
really
real.
good. There's a blue
That's
check
a
mark
bad-
there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That was funny because
Wu-Tang.
that happened
Wu-Tang.
last week. We had Commission in here. Joe
Redman shit?
Yeah, and he had
Yeah.
that Redman shout out, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's what made I had heard of Joe, but I heard him as a blogger, through Detroit Rap.
Same here.
and-
I'm not really hip. I shame on me. I got to check it out because he shows me a lot of love
Yeah.
for this project. And I didn't know he even made music like that.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping, Joe. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to check you out in a minute. I apologize.
Yeah, he came in. He did a little freestyle last week. It was pretty good.
He did.
Dope.
So
I got the video.
yeah, I know. I shared it. So some of the people you got on there, like I said, you got Elzai. You mentioned that. We talked about Aaron Taylor, Jessica
Caremore, my sis.
another rockin'
I
Detroit
love
girl.
you. That was she was on the same joint with me and Elzai.
Yeah.
So that was that's a lot of people's favorite track on the album. But I think the one that people mess with the most is the DJ Dez track, the I'm Blessed joint. That was the last video.
That was a good one. I like
That's
that
just-
video.
That one is like, fuck streams, fuck all that. Like people tell me like, yo, my kid won't stop singing that song.
Right. It's a-
Like
well, it's a
that
catchy
to me
song.
means the
Yeah.
world. You know
Right.
what I mean? Or this a friend of mine. He's a local pro wrestler. And he's not that close to me, you know what I'm saying? But we follow each other on the gram. He's a really good friend with my cousin who's in the pro wrestling world.
What's his name?
And my cousin is Dragon Greed, and my man's is GQ Assassin.
Okay.
That's his name, GQ. We all call him GQ. And he's like, him and his tag team right now in indie wrestling are like blowing up. And like he's been struggling just like us artists. It's the same thing. It's just a different art form. And they're starting to blow up. And he just found out he had like a brain issue. I don't know what it was. He had to get out of the ring, and it's been kind of crushing him. Like, how did this happen right now? And he just like, I almost started crying when he posted like he can't stop listening to that song because it just reminds him of everything to be thankful for. And so many people will like put that comment on YouTube, and it's just like, all right, this is like why I like music in the first place, and this is like super, super dope.
Connects with someone.
Exactly. It's just like, you know, that's how I felt when I wrote it. Was, man, everything we really like take for granted, everything that we complain about in life. Like, do you know there's 7 billion of us? Trust me, you don't got it that bad.
Right.
You got running water.
And I think of out of the
You know what
7
I'm
billion,
saying?
probably a third of those is like us. Well,
Yes.
us, everyone else is underpoverished,
Yeah.
or homeless, or what. I mean,
So, you know, I always think like, man, I wish my life was like this, or damn, I wish I was signed to Rock Nation. I wish I was, you know what I'm saying, on tour right now with whoever, you know.
Yeah.
But then, and when I start getting down, I'm like, what are you crying about? You got 2 arms, bro. You got 2 eyes. You can breathe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your mom is alive. Your pops, you got nothing to truly be upset about in life. Like, some people would die to be in your position. You know what I mean? So it's just like, things you got to remind yourself, and people, the message got across. So
Very cool. And that's the song "I'm Blessed."
That's "I'm Blessed." The video's out now, shot by Diego Cruz, and yeah, we out here, and yeah. So we out here.
We out here.
So what do you got
Yeah.
coming up? Do you have a show anywhere? coming
Yeah,
up?
so important announcement. Good thing you just reminded me. I've been advertising the show with myself and Boldy James and the Cool Kids. The venue and the date has been changed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening right now, I'm going to make an announcement too on my Instagram and everything. I just found this out today. The show is no longer at the Detroit City Airport on the east side on the weekend, on next weekend of the 10th and 11th. The 2-day show has been changed to a 1-day show. It is at the Riverside Marina in Detroit. Your tickets that you bought for the festival will still work at this new location, and it's on Monday, the 12th. Boldy James is still rocking. I'm still rocking. The Cool Kids are still rocking. So we'll be there, Riverside Marina, August 12th. If you already bought a ticket, that ticket is still good. If you bought a ticket off me and now you can't make it, let me know. You know, I would never be on no shiesty shit like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Refunds are possible if you can't make it Monday. I know it's a work night. Some shit went down at the airport that a lot of the stuff that they had scheduled, they had to cancel. So I know it's last minute, but still, we going, baby. The show must go on.
What's the date?
Monday, August 12th, Riverside Marina, Detroit, Michigan. Myself, Boldy James, the Cool Kids. I believe DJ Los is DJing. DJ Butter. I'm going to be there with the one and only DJ Head. We're going to rock out for y'all. Come on through. We're going to kill it. The sticker's peeling off. I think I might have did that. And
It's all right.
yeah, we here, baby.
We'll stick it back on.
It's valid. You know what I'm saying? Val Venus,
The big
the
Val-
big Valboski,
Valboski.
This
Rocky
is
Balboa on
what,
that ass.
he's-
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
excited. It's going to be amazing.
Right, he's pumped
It
with
is
it.
delivering.
I'm not really
amazing.
that pumped. I'm not.
And then you got
It's gonna
August
be
30th.
amazing.
The old
August
Miami.
30th, yes, myself, a couple of my homies from Chicago, producer and DJ. I got a project with DJ Slide A. He will be in the building holding us down. It's myself, my dog Neek from Chicago, real dope, real dope. My homie Fillmore Green from Chicago, and we got my man's Vice from Cleveland, and here from Detroit, myself, the one and only, the beautiful Ellie San Diego, really dope MC, and Idea. My baby girl, Idea, she'll be hosting. It's going to be super dope. August 30th. Yeah, we're going to kill it, man.
Okay. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to have more with Mayaeni and Valid. And
GG.
we're going to talk with Krystle a little bit about the return of the girl show. Meanwhile, we're gonna hear that song "I'm Blessed." by Vald. And
DJ
then
Dez.
We're going to
the
have
one and only.
Colors by Mayaeni, and then another one, about 10-minute break we're going to have here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. You're listening to Big and Bigger, episode number 211, right here on Cave Radio Broadcasting.
He was just looking at me, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on right now.
He's like,
Oh, at the end of the bar or whatever? Yeah.
Thank God for these arms and these legs. For a second, I thought air in my lungs. I'm alive. It's like stroke for my health and my brain. So many gone and they can't say the same. Thank God. I got my moms and my pops. Food, water, shelter, long john in my socks. Ask God blood for the cold winter days. Donate to the poor, do more, give away. Thank God for my friends and the family. When status depends on the salary. Life's a bitch, but I made the right switch. Now my life's legit. Just need a wife and kids. Thank God. I graduated out of college. Man, you should have seen how my mama smiled at the whole room. Gold tomb, something that I treasure. Sing with the tune if you're feeling under pressure. I'm blessed. How dare I be depressed? How dare I be so stressed? I can't pray for more when I got this much to be thankful for. I'm blessed. How dare I be depressed? How dare I be so stressed? Cause I ain't gon' go when I got this much to be thankful for. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Switch. I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. Thank God. My flows touch every continent. Doc Frankenstein. Show you what a monster is. Stay making rhymes. Sticking high to the mountain tip. Higher than a roster. Get higher power flying. Thank God. I get love for days. When I grip the microphone and I touch the stage. Never felt at home unless I'm run away. Till I hit the streets, I heard the drummer play. Thank God. Rap gave me a journey. Gave me a voice when nobody heard me. I'm grateful that you're hearing this. Man, I just love the experience. Thank God. Music got to me. Instead of the everyday monotony, monopoly. Chasing paper constantly and not a dream. I refuse to forget about the God in me. Cause I'm blessed. How dare I be depressed? How dare I be so stressed? I can't pray for more when I got this much to be thankful for. I'm blessed. How dare I be depressed? How dare I be so stressed? Cause I ain't gon' go when I got this much to be thankful for. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Switch. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah. What up, though, Tony? Hey, big. We did it, baby. Y'all made an album. Allow me to pour out what you frighten and swallow. It's the kid beneath the cloud who trapped lightning in the bottle that used to be filled with rough waters with an advantage shift that caused enough slaughters and snuff artists and make the planet rip in half like this letter I wrote was suicidal. I threw the final draft in, comparing life to a rhino. Over your rap skin, that's a totally different animal that makes you want to get hotter when you come down, landing pools of alcohol, surfing on a rusty razor blade. So dusty grades are made. This life comes with a price and there must be wages paid. Don't write a check that your ass can't cash. But not breaking the seal for what you conceal in the glass. I'd rather it smash to pieces. I tell you like a wise man told me from my last releases. You should resemble bottle things up on the inside. Then laugh it off and grin wide. That's called foolish men pride.
A whole lot of gas, lot of love, lot of hugs. A whole lot of lead, a lot of hurt, lot of love. I don't let it rise. I screw the cap on the top, now it's pressurized. Fuck the bottle that I got for real. I think that it's time to tip the valve. Let me watch it spill. Time to let it flow. Gotta let it go. Time to let it flow. Gotta let it go. Time to let it flow. I got wanted full dreams, but instead they hollow. Thought a rock show globally with guests and smiles. As the club owner orders me expensive bottles, instead I'm with my band that rolls with me the empty bottles. Live, where you buy your groceries and check the lotto. Yeah, I say jokingly, but I really need to shed tears. Got some fam and friends that's near. Still, no one knows me better than my engineer. I'm only opening the booth. No one knows the truth. Got a lot of vintage dated bottles that I never ever spoke about. Time to pop the top, and poem about. Shit that's hard to talk about. Shit that be embarrassing. That pain I try to walk it out. The pain that I be carrying. Fuck it. I must approach it honest. Only bottles that I wish I could return, but there's no deposit. A whole lot of gas, lot of love, lot of hugs. A whole lot of lead, a lot of hurt, lot of love. I don't let it rise. I screw the cap on the top, now it's pressurized. Fuck the bottle that I got for real. I think that it's time to tip the valve. Let me watch it spill. Time to let it flow. Gotta let it go. Time to let it flow. Gotta let it go. Time to let it flow. I got it.
The message died in the bottle. I got a trail of purple hearts, supplies heavy if you follow. All these poems, all this love wrapped around this cold blood. Words never swallow time. It's only borrowed till tomorrow. Where else to put this sorrow? Daily walks through a forest of urban hollow. Obsessed with the follows, depressed by the hour. Dehydrated oceans, I just rewrote this. Another letter never sent. Another rhyme I'll never spit. The place where winter went. I'm a pretty quiet heat. A flawless broken mess. Family call me Jess. A wildfire. A wildflower. I don't want to see your mouth. Embryo for your jaded wings. Keep your blood diamond. Make my cage bird smile. One day you're going to have to put that bottle down. This city is a bottle. And we all get drunk on our past intentions and everything we thought was right. And the message is still. And the message is still. So very still. The last shot heard at the end of the night. And the message is still. So very still.
When you're hurting, I can feel your pain. It's like your heart is beating through my veins. Why do you call when I try to leave? Come on, baby, please. And I don't mean to reiterate, but it's a whole lot of pressure, baby, to just smile and hold all the way. And I could turn into the shade of you. Get colder when you're feeling blue, affected by the things you do. And I can't tell when you don't say the truth. Your aura is a different hue. I know that you can feel it too. Say what you will, say what you won't. Cerulean and crystal jade. You're like a color with a pretty name. But why do you change when November leaves? Come on, baby, please. And we don't have to communicate, 'cause there's a whole lot of what you don't say. And I can read you before I turn the page. And I could turn into the shade of you. Get colder when you're feeling blue, affected by the things you do. And I can't tell when you don't say the truth. Your aura is a different hue. I know that you can feel it too. Say what you will, say what you won't. Think I know, think I know, but say what you will, say what you won't. Think I know, think I know, and I could turn into the shade of you. Get colder when you're feeling blue, affected by the things you do. And I can't tell when you don't say the truth. Your aura is a different hue. I know that you can feel it too.
Welcome back, everybody. You Big and Bigger here on Stage Radio Broadcasting. What helped if my mic was on, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, that might have helped. Yeah.
We're here. We live. We full effect, y'all.
We're back.
Hold on, I gotta make sure.
Cave Radio,
live
CRBradio.com.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm seem like I'm new to this, but I'm not. I'm doing this for 211 episodes here on Big and Bigger.
Hey.
Welcome back to Big and Bigger, Cave Radio Broadcasting, www.crbradio.com. We got Mayaeni is gonna sing us a couple tunes. So go ahead, take it away.
Oh, sure.
Can you hear my guitar okay?
Yep.
Honey, baby, you don't have to be out on your own. Roll me, baby, and I'll be your rolling stone. Love me, baby, and I'll love you back for hours and days and years. And through the tears, hurry up, I don't want to be out on my own. And so, what I'm trying to say is, wrong now, what I'm trying to say is, on a scale from 1 to 10, I want you 1,000,001, yeah. I want you bigger than the sun, baby. Ain't nothing bigger than my love. It's a 1 in 1,000,001. Darling, darling, would you take me as I am? Because I sure ain't flawless. Would you get it? Would you understand? And darling, darling, if you were my man, babe, how would you take me better than I can? And so, what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, on a scale from 1 to 10, I want you 1,000,001, baby. I want you bigger than the sun. Oh. Ain't nothing bigger than my love, baby. It's a 1 in 1,000,001. One, yeah. I gave you guys a chill version.
Yeah, that was nice.
Love that.
Thank you.
I like it. I have to play
That
that with
one-
my daughter, actually. She'll probably really dig that.
That was.
I normally
I
scream
like
out on
the
it,
chill
but I'm
version.
like, chill on Sunday. Are you sure this is picking up my
Far.
guitar?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds.
it was.
Oh, it sounds
Okay.
great. Yep, it sounds great. You got another one for us?
Okay, yes. Look at this. I haven't actually played acoustic in years. I always play my electric. I mean,
I'm feeling some type of way,
a
man.
guitar's
This
a
is-
guitar, but
Damn, Eric, you gotta put me on the same show with her. How am I gonna rap after that, dog? You know what I'm saying? How am I
That
supposed
was
to
on
follow
That's
fire.
how that goes.
That was on fire.
All right, y'all. You have a good night. I'm out.
I would have. Okay, let me. I should take.
No.
I was saying better. Let me take one ear off because I can't really. Okay. Okay, this is called Underdog. I'm an elusive person, maybe overly cautious, but wide as the greatest ocean. And yeah, it can cost you to be silenced when they have spoken, to be out of the circle, but part of the circus performance. Maybe I was so foolish to think it, that what's in my head is how you all feel about me. And how can I change what you feel when you already think you know my whole story and tell it so confidently? Now how can that be? 'Cause I am just under the mark, right where the stars fall from their brightest, right under the trees, but high as the top, shining so it makes you wonder if what's in the dark will come to the light just when you think that they are under. Just wait for me, just wait for me. Sometimes I think I'm not chosen, like I don't fit the role or wear the right clothes. I'm soft-spoken, and I'm not the type to go out. I stay home every evening, working on things that give my life a little more meaning. And you would be foolish to think it, that what's in your head about how my life's ending will be to standards determined by numbers and empty receipts. But I still have value if I am not making money. Now how can that be? 'Cause I am just under the mark, right where the stars fall from their brightest, right under the trees, but high as the top, shining so it makes you wonder if what's in the dark will come to the light just when you think that they are under. Just wait for me, just wait for me. Now sing, whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. 'Cause I am under the mark, right where the stars fall from their brightest, right under the trees, but high as the top, shining so it makes you wonder if what's in the dark will come to the light just when you think that they are under. But I am not under.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Super dope.
Ladies and
Really
gentlemen,
dig your
dope.
voice.
Thank you.
Mayaeni, everybody.
Shyer in a personal setting. It's weird. It's like,
I feel,
all right, it's all good.
I
right?
can
Don't
see
you feel
that,
more
but
like
I love that.
Right.
Honestly, it puts a personal touch on it. Super, I don't know. I love
super
it.
dope?
Very
Out
cool.
cold.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for playing a couple tunes for us.
Thank
We'll
you.
we'll wait till the next break to have you do something.
Yeah,
So
man.
you don't have to follow that.
I don't know.
We'll
Dog.
give you some time.
You messed this up.
I know,
my
'cause
G.
I
Eric,
love
we gonna
her.
have a serious conversation, bro. We gonna have, you know what I'm
But
saying?
see, this is what I love about music, and it's telling your story, and you tell it so well.
Oh, thank you.
We
That's
all
it.
feel it.
Yeah. I am the underdog.
Different worlds, but we all feel
Very
it.
much.
Now, how did your you growing up with your dad, living in Detroit?
And mama.
Well, I know you growing up with your dad.
I went to you got mama.
I was getting to that
Okay.
because you come from a mixed family. Your dad's a white guy. Your mom's actually she's from
Sierra Leonean.
Africa.
Yeah, yeah.
From Africa. So how was it growing up in? Because I think you guys grew up in where Southfield. You grew
Oak
up
Park.
in that
Yeah.
area.
I went to
OP.
Berkeley school districts, but grew up in Oak Park. Yeah.
How was it growing up in that area? Because I mean, it was starting to get diverse.
It was like more diverse back then. Now I feel like black girls were mean to me. They were mean as shit to me. Not to me. I would say like seriously, they really were. Because if you were light skinned, you think you better than you think you ain't.
My nephew's 20 and he has that issue in Redford here.
They were
like,
so mean to me. And then when they found out they liked my brother. When word got out that I was his sister, then they wanted to.
Then you're
now you want to holler at the sofa. They tried to call the house.
Cute
They tried to hang out with
I
you.
would hang up on her like, don't try to be nice to me now.
No, bitch. Click.
Pretty much.
He don't like you.
That's funny.
But yeah,
so that's
I mean,
normal. She grew up normal.
Right, exactly. But yeah, it was pretty, it was, it was segregated in that sense, my closest friends were Chaldeans. Like, those were like, because we related more, because they're my best friend Tara, who I'm still best friends with this day. Her mom's from another country. It's like the cultures are very similar.
Right.
So I related to them more than the African Americans in a way, because their moms were still nothing like mine. My mom's very still like she's very so it's like I related more to the Indian and like all the other Asian just because of those kind of things.
Right.
But really everybody. That's maybe the beauty of being mixed too. You don't really. Whoever was nice to me, I would be nice to you.
Right.
Agree.
It's funny.
I agree with that.
My kids are mixed, but they're my daughter's like white.
Yeah.
That's
Mason's
my
a lot
Mariah
darker
Carey
than
That's
most.
my nephew.
The
My
white.
nephew, he's mixed, but he's stuff.
Well, but then you got Mason.
He leans
Mason,
that
who's
way.
got he's out in the sun for 5 minutes, and
But
the
Mason
black
almost
comes out.
doesn't look black, though. He almost looks like he's Mexican or something
he
half
does.
the time. Like,
Yeah.
he does with his dark eyes and his short hair. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's funny that when he's on a football team and was in Ferndale, now it's in Royal Oak Township, but it's 99% black kids, and he's out there, and they were, N-bomb and all this stuff, and Mason feels uncomfortable, saying that because we think
He's not sure if he's allowed to say it or not.
But
Nobody should.
They were
Nobody
like,
should, though.
hey man, you white kid, what do you know about it? He looked at me, he's like, I'm not white. They were like, yeah, you are. And they were like, no, and then I heard him saying, I'm like, that's his mom sitting right there. And they were
See
like,
that black woman sitting right there? That's his mama.
That changed everything.
you are black. He's
That
like, I told
changed
you.
everything.
But it's funny now.
He's
Valid, you're first Serbian, first generation
both of my
Serbian.
parents are from Serbia.
Yeah, from Serbia, huh?
From Serbia, yup.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yes, sir. When they came here, my whole pops, you hear the influence of my album. My whole pops side of the family, when they migrated here, stayed pretty much in Southwest Detroit. And my mom's side of the family, they were on the east side of Detroit and mostly like in Highland Park.
Okay.
When they got married back in the day, and they had my brother. My brother's kind of quite a few years older than me. But when I was born, we still lived in Southwest. Not long after I was born, we moved to Dearborn Heights.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, dope. That's what's up. I'm close to like, I grew up pretty much off Telegraph and Warren, so that's like
Where'd you go to
So
school?
we live right by each other.
Yeah,
seriously.
that's what's
I'm
up.
at Ford Beach.
Where'd you
man.
go to school?
Crestwood High School.
So
Dearborn
did
Heights.
I.
Dope. There you go.
What year did you graduate?
05.
Oh, I'm 99. I'm way ahead of you.
Oh, man. But,
Scaffolding.
Like,
yeah,
you weren't
so-
even there when I was there.
That's what it was, man. And growing
But
up, it was
still.
like our church was on the east side of Detroit. It's still there, Serbian American Hall at Mound and not Mound, Van Dyke and Outer Drive, right between 7 and 8.
Yep.
So it was our family. Even though I went to school in Dearborn Heights, our family was still a lot of them was in Southwest, and I just remember. It was like so crazy when you like as a little kid, and there's a whole song about this. It was the Street Boy joint, and when you get to like Ford and McGraw, right where the movie theater is, it's like, oh man, I'm in a different world now. And I remember that as a little kid,
Yeah.
a super little kid,
Yeah.
you start realizing, man, the people on this side of the road look different than the people on that side,
Yeah.
and the buildings look different. It's just like kids are smart, man, because I
The
remember
houses look different.
they're
Yeah,
not
you-
naive,
It's
they're not
sad,
ignorant
though.
to like reality,
It's sad.
Huntington Woods was like that to me, because like Oak Park.
As soon as
it's
you
like
cross
would
the
cross,
border.
Oh, yeah,
I would
and
go
it's
there. I
like-
was like,
Exactly.
what the hell? Like all these
So,
trees.
and I just remember my family, my relatives that lived
Their
on the
sidewalk
other
is
side
stones.
Right.
were very different than the relatives who didn't. Like they were just
Yeah.
some wild boys, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they were crazy, pit bulls and motherfucking race cars and shit. And I was just like, this is a whole.
And you're from
different-
the Heights, like,
Yeah.
what the
It's-
fuck?
but as a little kid,
quiet?
but that's how this hip hop shit. Like I really discovered it, man. MC Breed. I remember my uncles gave my little cousin the Snoop Dogg tape. Now I'm young, right? I remember like spending the night there all the time, and my cousin had to hide the Snoop Dogg Doggy Style
Doggy
tape
Style, yeah.
Nice.
that they gave him. So this was what, 93, 92
Yeah.
that came out. Like they had to hide the tape from their parents. And it's just a crazy thing. Like my mom
my
didn't
God.
know what she was buying me when I would beg her
I am
at
so
Target.
I don't think my mom knew either, like
Because
what she
they
was
didn't
buying
know
us.
English that well, or whatever it was. She don't know what that parental advisory sticker meant.
Right.
She's like, wait, people swear in music? Like they're old school from the old country, so they don't
Right.
even understand that
Slide it
whole
right past
concept.
her.
So I'm just like, Mom, it's just music. And she would I would beg her. She's like, I'm gonna spend $15 of my hard-earned money
Right.
for you to listen to music. So whenever she was being nice, and she would. She didn't know, like, I'm in 6th grade and she's buying me, like, the Jay-Z record. And he's talking about,
Eating ass.
bitches and hoes and shit.
Right.
I don't know if Jay-Z ever made that song. That
I
one
know,
slipped
I
under my
know,
radar.
I know, but-
That
That
was
was
being
Kanye.
silly.
Damn, girl.
I'm
Kanye?
just being silly.
That was Two Live Crew.
Talking about Kim.
That was
Crew.
Luke. That
There
was
we
Luke in
go.
them. Miami. I don't know. I never been to Freaknik. But no, like, yeah, so she didn't know. She was like what DMX was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Or Eminem and shit. So it was a crazy time. And then when she started finding out, like, they swear in the records, I remember that conversation. Like, she's like,
She
yo,
was
I'm
so
here.
mad.
It happened when, like, the Eminem shit dropped. And he
Yep.
was super controversial.
Yeah.
And my mom knew I had that CD, and she was like, why are people talking about he's saying, like, all kinds of things? Like, why are you listening to that? And I'm
Killing
just
his
like, Mom,
wife.
Because he just ran his mouth.
yeah, killing his wife, killing his mom.
That's
and
one
I'm
of
just
my
like,
favorite songs,
Ma,
though, still.
I
Kim.
remember having to explain, like, it's entertainment, it's shock value, it's art. Like, I remember it was the weirdest thing, and I'm just like, if somebody can go listen to gangster rap music and it influences them to go do some crazy shit, then the problem already exists in them. I go, you don't have to worry about that with me.
Dude, I'm selling bitches and
But you
crack
wanna know
as
what's
I'm dropping
funny,
off
though?
kids at
Hey,
school. Like, I'm just
hey.
bumping my music as
You
I'm
want to know
dropping
what's
off the
funny,
kid.
though? You want to know
like
what's
in my
funny,
mind.
though? As I get older, I start seeing the parent. I don't have any kids, but as I get older, I start seeing the parent perspective a little bit more because music does have
Yeah.
energy in it.
Completely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm taking a girl out on a date, I'm not gonna play Juvenile Back That Ass Up.
No.
Because there's a
Maybe
certain
later.
energy
Maybe
of
later.
that song.
Yeah.
There's a
I
certain.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
you don't
yeah.
play Sade when you're about to hit the gym. Like you just
No.
don't.
For
so-
sure not.
I agree.
My
Particular
parents,
type,
you know, my
right?
mom was kind of right. Like, yo, be careful what you let into your realm. Like, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, be
That was so
careful.
nice.
There's a time and place
That's
for
the
everything.
thing
I
about
agree,
parents.
though.
Yeah. Now it's like the social media, like that's part of your diet too. What you're seeing and
Yup,
reading,
and it
every
will
day.
influence your thoughts and your
Yeah.
emotions. Why do you think
Yes.
people are so depressed?
Yeah.
They're seeing all kinds of crazy shit that
I
you weren't
agree.
meant to
Yeah.
see.
I was sitting at football practice the other day, and I was sitting next to a guy. We were talking. He was a few years younger than me, and we just started getting on about, everything. And I can't remember what it was. Oh, the Democratic convention was here,
Oh, yeah.
and I was watching a video of Tony Schwartz, one of the guys from Cave Radio, was down there. And he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's just a bunch of people down at the Democratic National Convention, or not convention, the debates, or whatever." And he goes, "Man, when are people going to realize that none of them motherfuckers care about us?"
Right.
And I was like, "Thank you." And I'm
don't.
like, and I go, it's funny because he was a black dude, I'm a white guy, and we're sitting here talking about politics, and we're getting along fine. I go, you know what? I don't hate everything that Trump has done. He's done some good things, but the guy he's causing a divide in this country. That and it's not just him; it's everybody.
We
The
had two
Democrats
choices.
are bringing it. The
A or B.
Republic, it's just ridiculous the way it is.
Agree.
And if you look at the media, they're forcing us to choose a side.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's not how America was. We're not. This isn't the 1800s anymore. We don't have to choose the North or the South or the East or the West or any of that shit. And it's just it's a sad day right now in America, and it's
Absolutely.
I hope there's someone out there
That's
that's
why I prefer music that's not super political.
Agree.
To be truthful, like I prefer
Rage
when
Against
music
the
doesn't
Machine
get.
was
We
No,
hear
Rage
we
Against
hear
the
it too
Machine.
much.
No, my favorite. I have this. My favorite
Public
music
Enemy.
is political.
Like, it's
KRS
time and a
One.
place. Like you said, time and a place.
There's
I'm
a
not
time
saying
and a
it's
place
horrible.
for everything.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not
Kick
saying
it back
it's
on the
horrible
deck
either, but
with
no.
some wine and a
Right,
joint,
like
and maybe you just want to chill and listen to some.
right, like I'm
There we
not
go.
trying to be all political about
Maybe
it.
on a
Music has
pensive road trip,
energies,
you
yo.
know?
right.
Music got
Let's forget
energy.
about it for a minute.
Like if there's a day that I want to cry, I don't want to listen to some
it's
political
just- it's
stuff.
just
and
super
Ed
crazy,
Sheeran
though.
and cry my eyes out. All right,
No,
like
I agree.
But that
with
goes to tell you how complex us human beings are. Like I want to listen to Talib Kweli talk about political stuff, and then when I'm
Occasionally.
done with that album, I'm gonna be like, you know what? let me throw some motherfucking Freddie Gibbs on, where all he's talking about is, excuse my language, fucking bitches, getting
Right.
money, flipping coke. It's the exact, but I
Exact
enjoy
opposite.
both of them.
Right.
Oh yeah, I get
You know what I'm saying?
That's
It
balance.
resonates.
I'll
Balance.
take El Green.
Yeah.
But you know what? Not
It
to
resonates.
not to devalue what happened, but to me, 9/11 was probably the worst day in the history of this country.
Of
sure.
course.
But I'll tell
Agreed.
you
No
what,
doubt.
September 12th, 13th, 14th, 20th,
Until today.
those were the best days.
They were.
And
Everyone got along. We
And
had-
what? Yeah, people weren't dicks on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, people. Hey, I was a handshake, hugs all over the place.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing today is, after the events of yesterday, that everybody seems to want to blame someone else.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
And,
topic.
and we're
man.
still, we're dividing even more.
Me,
I'm
Blame music, too.
I'm desensitized. I'm
a lot of
completely- I don't honestly. I
It's
hear it
scary.
now,
It's
and
so
not to say I
scary.
don't feel anything. To say I do, it's horrible. But I just have.
We're so used
you
to
hear
seeing
so
it.
much, and
I'm
until you
100%.
see it or you know somebody directly, and you just hear it so much.
See,
it's
this
like,
is what terrifies
I
me.
don't
Like,
feel
Desensitized
anymore.
is
having
the key
kids,
word.
like, is what
I
terrifies
am
me in
sad.
this sense. Is they're growing up not thinking twice
It's
about
just-
this stuff. Like it's
Oh,
because
no,
it
that
happens.
happens. You know what?
Yeah,
My-
it just
And it's
happened.
like-
Every child in my life, I make sure smiles every time I see them, period.
Like it's-
And you can feel that these parents are not paying attention. I'm
Oh, I
sorry,
got
but they're
bonus
not.
kids.
But they're
I got
not.
bonus kids. That's
I
kids who don't have-
I don't even have children, and I probably have 10. I'm not even kidding, and I know each and every one of them,
Yeah.
and I know if there's something weird, and I
See,
I
y'all
just do.
appreciate-
I just do. So parents need to pay attention.
Well, y'all appreciate this. My daughter, I've been taking her to concerts since she was 6 years old.
Yeah,
Like,
that's like-
I mean, actually, since
dope.
utero, like I was going to shows pregnant as a house with both my kids, and my
How do you
oldest,
like Slayer, baby?
Slipknot on the hottest day of the summer, 9 months pregnant. But I've taken both of them, and the oldest one is now getting into her own, like, what she's into, what she's not.
Right.
And she came to me the other day, she's like, Mom, this band that I like is playing at the shelter. I don't know where that is. I'm like, I do. And she's like, it's
As
only
the
like,
Ali, he know.
she's like, it's only like $16. Can we go? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, and then one of her best friends is like super into this band too. And her parents let her go because they don't know where the shelter is. So I'm like, oh, your parents ain't never seen some good shows that if they don't know where the shelter is. And it's downtown, so they're like terrified to let
Across
their
from
kids
Sweetwater
go.
Tavern.
I'm like,
Yeah, I know, man.
But
You're
yummy
making me hungry
wings.
now, man.
Yummy
I know, right? The
wings.
best
I'm a
wings.
vegetarian, but I get the fries. I've
Okay,
heard about the
okay.
wings.
They're so
I can
good.
smell. I love
Okay.
the
If you ever
Still
change
smells
your
good.
mind about being vegetarian,
Go there and get
go
wings.
If you're gonna do anything,
It's been
that's
18
your
years,
splurge.
but we'll see.
Right, if you
18
ever
years.
decide, go to Sweetwater
that's
and get some
commitment,
wings.
yo.
Hey,
That's
the
Smell is
commitment,
good
yo.
enough for me.
I thought about it a couple times.
Some people get married and have kids and don't stick it together as long as you've been a vegetarian. So good job.
I eat red
Try
meat
it,
once a
don't
week.
you know?
I eat red meat once a
18
week.
years?
That's it.
Yeah, 18 years.
I don't even eat red meat.
What were you,
once
like
a week.
12?
I was about to say,
Once
what
a
were you,
week.
2?
I'm older than you think.
That's because she a vegetarian.
I'm your
though,
babysitter.
It's called good genes. Is what that is. Good genetics.
Oh,
Dude.
it's, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm older than you think.
All right, so I got a couple.
Ah, this is funny.
I got a
I love
couple.
your shirt, bro.
Silliness.
Iron Mike.
Mike Tyson.
One of my favorite personalities
yeah, for sure.
ever. I've watched like all the documentaries on him.
Oh yeah,
Brownstown, New York, baby.
yeah. He was a good. He was a great boxer.
Great boxer. Great boxer. You ever see?
Got steered the wrong
He
way.
was
by
funny
television.
in Hangover.
He was funny in Hangover, man. He's on
He
the
was.
marijuana game now, dog.
yeah.
That's his thing.
Who is it nowadays?
Iron
though?
Mike.
Like everyone's jumping on that bandwagon. Like
Everything's
everyone's
legal.
trying to
Iron
make money off
motherfucking
of it.
Mike.
So I got a couple off the wall kind of questions that I ask you guys. Kind of make you think a little bit, get you a little off your game.
Let's get it.
The first one's kind of breaking the ice, and I've asked. It's kind of a fun question because it makes you think about something that you probably never thought about. We'll start with Valid. Is if you could bang any cartoon character,
Whoa!
Wait
which
a
cartoon
minute.
character would you bang?
Excuse me.
Damn, dog.
I told you.
I'll tell you right now. The mom in The Cleveland Brown show. My name is Cleveland
Oh, okay.
Brown. Cleveland's wife.
Like, he has thought about that because he was quick on it.
Bam.
Everybody is though.
All right.
There's
What
a
about
couple
you?
that
Game,
play.
my
By
G.
the way, the woman from Who's Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, Jessica
Rabbit.
Rabbit?
That came to mind too.
That's Jessica. That was
But-
That's the number one answer.
Yep.
Because she was
She was super
And Betty Boop.
sexualized the way
Betty
they
Boop.
do. her,
Betty
you know
Boop
what I'm
too, yeah.
saying?
Her little
If I
like.
could throw a guy, that's like all the women are sexier cartoons
Oh,
than
yeah,
the
for
guys.
sure.
I'm like, which guy?
Because we
cartoon?
have, like,
Peter
Disney
Griffin.
princess.
Like
Like,
52,
princess. Like,
20.
the random 10-minute princess from
Aladdin.
Disney. Like,
Aladdin. Could Aladdin get it?
I mean, at that carpet, you know.
All right,
That's
y'all.
like having a
Hey.
private
Hey.
jet.
Hey.
That's a private
With a
jet
lamp.
service
You know
right
what's,
there.
you know what's funny is
That makes
Wow.
wishes come true.
Since you said it,
last week.
Let's go on some fun dates.
Last
Fly to
week,
Paris for lunch.
Popeye came up, and someone was like, "Well, Popeye was." They were like, "Well, if you could imagine, he could cake where he put
Hey.
the spinach. The spinach didn't always go to his forearm. So
That's
he
right.
could be
Sometimes he
like-
went to his chest.
Yes, he could make the spinach go down
I-
there.
I
and
went
do-
I was thinking elsewhere.
Oh, blow him down.
Where am I?
Shit.
And Popeye wins.
His voice was annoying though. That nothing.
Yeah.
I don't care how much spinach down there. That voice, I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly.
Man.
Just
Skip, who would yours be? What cartoon character would you bang?
Skip, what you got, bud?
I've got a fetish thing.
Whoa.
well, all
wow,
right.
this
Skip.
this
Teletubby.
Man.
different question.
Don't tell
for
us we
Skip.
got to skip, dog.
Redheads. The grown-up teenage version. Well, we're going to say she's over 18 for practicality.
Yes.
Of Pebbles Flintstone.
Okay. Yeah,
She was a teenager.
Yeah, there was episodes where
There
she
was, yeah.
I was gonna say that Kim Fantastic chick too. She was cute.
What about you, Krystle?
It would be, what is his name? Whoever the Beast turns into,
Johnny
that
Bravo.
prince.
Johnny Bravo was my favorite
No,
until
I
I
don't
heard
like
about this
douchebags. I don't like
Popeye thing.
No, it'd be,
I want a douchebag. Goodbye.
No, I'd like probably whoever
The Beast?
turns
The
into
Beast
that
turns-
prince. I forget his name.
All right.
He was kind of cute. You like the long hair like that?
I just
Slowy.
liked that he learned his
Chloe.
fucking lesson.
All right.
I think more so than anything.
Mayaeni,
And he had a lot of books. I'm a nerd.
old chick.
I'm such a nerd.
Mayaeni, you get to play your dream show.
My dream show.
Your dream show, yes. You get to pick the two bands that you play with.
Oh, like
I already
play
know
it.
I want. I already know I want to see this show.
So
Right.
you get to pick the two bands. They can be dead or alive, past or present,
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
and
Perfect.
you
He's
get,
like, what?
You get to pick the venue that this is happening.
Oh, well,
in.
Oh.
Red Rocks.
Okay.
I've never been there. I've only seen pictures. So
Beautiful.
I
That
just
is
imagine-
with the number
on my
one. I
bucket
think.
list.
Yeah, so Red Rocks.
I want to go there too.
Dead or alive? Well, then they'll have to pick dead because that's just
Yes.
like. Well, Jimi Hendrix, that would be obvious, pretty cool.
Yep.
And I would like to meet Janice. I'll just be cliche. I would like to have
Oh
a drink
my
with her.
No, I'm with you.
I told you I wanted to
Janice
see it.
and Jimmy.
I already
Same
told
question to you, Vald. Two people. It can be a group. It can be an individual.
Man, it would be myself, obviously. And myself. No, I'm just joking.
you. Me,
Like
me,
the John- like
no.
the John Mayer.
me, mine, and I.
Dylan. It would be the two people would be Nas and Common, and it would be at St. Andrews Hall.
Okay.
And then I could die a happy man.
Okay.
Then I would hang the mic up. I'm done, y'all.
We
I
can
did
make
my
that
thing.
happen for you for the next 5 years. Like, we know
Wait,
people.
what?
Let's go.
And I'm like, I don't see that being
I
far
want
off.
he.
Like,
I want to
that's
go.
not too far off.
Let's go, love.
I'm right here. I
I
want
see
to
that as a
go.
very
You
achievable
can be on
goal
the
in
show,
your
too.
life.
Yeah, I don't dream, baby. I live in reality. Let's get it.
Me.
Right? I'm like, oh, damn, my shit
All right,
never gonna come true.
We'll be there.
Valid. Who is your Mount Rushmore?
Can I say that again? No, I'm kidding.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of MCs?
Of MCs.
Yeah,
So
four. You get four.
Oh, I hate this question. Because if you ask me tomorrow, it's going to be a whole 4 different people.
Right.
But if you're going to ask, bro.
How about do this? How about you give me 2 national and 2 Detroit?
2 Detroit, 2 national?
Yeah.
All right, Detroit, hands down, Elzai. Mount Rushmore? I threw Elzai right up there real quick. So that other spot, I'll go with M.
Okay.
He's, you know what I'm saying, accomplished so much. So M and Elzai, the Mount Rushmore, and the 2 national.
Now these are your choices. This is who you want
Right.
on there.
Personally.
Slick Rick. Oh. Man, I already got 30 names that came from the last spot, so I had all at one time. We'll throw would throw. I got Slick Rick, M, and Elzai, so I'll probably put Biggie.
Biggie? All right. Same question to you, Mayaeni, but I want guitar players.
Oh gosh. Well, then I just, you mean when you say Mount, you mean who's the top?
The four, your top four. Top four.
That's
The
funny,
four
'cause
faces that'll be on the mountain.
On the
Hey,
Like,
hey.
I know, I'm
It
not.
took me a
Around
minute.
Rushmore.
I
It
not
took
say
me a
like
minute.
I'm a songwriter first, and that's I don't know.
All right,
like,
so then
that's-
go singer-songwriters.
Sorry,
What even-
singer-songwriter.
Go singer-songwriters, four of them.
Favorite song? Oh, God, this is so hard.
It's so hard.
Jeez. Oh God, that's hard. I'm gonna have to pick guitar players first. Then.
All right, whichever one you
Hard
want to do.
question.
Whichever one you want to do.
Well, of course I'm gonna pick my father because I look, that's
Home team.
Yeah.
Home team.
and that's easy. Then we got to put Jimmy up there. That's
Home
easy.
team.
So like, what are the two left? Oh gosh. Oh God. I don't know.
Yo,
Make
I
a
heard
statement to
Chris
say.
was a badass.
But he is. But I don't know if I had to put him.
Mount Rushmore guitar player.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Big
I don't know if
guitar
I'll put him on
underneath
Mount
all of
Rushmore.
them. I know, isn't?
I'll have to put those two and just leave it blank for a while I look.
I didn't even understand the question either at first.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay.
I have to answer it. No, there's me on the screen. Then I messed up the chord. No, I was kidding.
Oh, it is. That was towards the end of it, too. Who do you, Vald, who do you think is the best lyricist in Detroit?
Shit. Oh my God, bro.
That's hard.
Impossible. I'm gonna just start spewing some names out. Aztec the Barfly, Fat Father, Super MC, Elzai, my motherfucking self, Guilty Simpson. Oh my God, where else does it go? Fat Cat, Jesus, Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Kid Vicious. We all dope as fuck. Don't fuck with us, man.
Kid Vicious is pretty. I've just been turned on to him lately.
I
He's
think you just
Royce the
did
5'9's
10.
brother.
Right off the
I
top
ain't
of your
gonna-
head.
I listen to all these people. I love
Yeah.
them all, man.
Your dad says hi, by the way, Mayaeni.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, Pop?
Hi, Dad.
All right, two more questions, and then we got to get out of here for Mayaeni, and then we're going to do dumb shit with Dawn, and then we got some other shit to do later in the program.
Okay.
All right. Let's do, what time is it? 8:15. They're making a movie about Mayaeni.
Oh God.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought.
Who's gonna who is gonna
Took him a minute. He was like, wait, what?
I got
really took
stories.
Jay
They
Mo.
should
When
make
does
that.
that air?
who is gonna play
that a
Mayaeni
Lifetime
in the movie, Krystle?
Oh gosh.
Crystal and
Lisa
Dawn, who do
Bonet.
you guys think?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That people, I get Lisa Bonet a lot.
Yeah, that's what I said. But then you'd be fucking Jason Momoa. So, I mean,
That would be
Does he have a
badass.
brother?
I mean, looks totally Jada. By looks,
oh, yeah.
not acting skills, because I don't like her very much acting wise.
That's funny.
Skip, what do you think?
I would.
I definitely see Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Valid, what do you say?
I think you're prettier, but
Myself.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. I way prettier.
Are we talking about like?
Who's gonna play Mayaeni?
Oh, who's gonna play her?
He's like,
I
oh,
thought you were asking me the same question. My fault.
Well, I will in a second.
in a hot minute, chill it out.
Man, can you act?
Oh gosh. I know,
You can play
right?
yourself.
she
Right,
is
play
an
myself.
artist. Of course, she can
Play
act.
myself.
Yeah, just play yourself.
Okay.
Can't
Who
nobody
do-
capture
I
that
agree,
magic. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Who would play Valid?
Myself,
Dawn?
dog. I already did this. No, for real. I'm not supposed to announce this yet, but since you brought up the question, we do have Mihailo the movie coming out. All the music, all the songs we didn't make a music video out of.
Oh shit.
Me and Diego Cruz,
Is
award
Aaron
winning,
Taylor
my
gonna be
guy.
in the movie? Because he's in the movie right now.
We took who?
Aaron Taylor.
No, he's not in my movie. I'm sorry. Shout out to AT. But so all the songs that are on this project, I gotta throw it up on the camera real quick.
Yes.
Where we at on the project right now that don't have their own music video. We did like a 20-minute mini movie coming out called Mihailo, where it's about like the concept of the album, but like kind of redid.
Okay.
And I had to play myself, dog. I had to get my acting on. It's like a long music video.
Where'd you press that up at?
Archers, Detroit.
I wait, shit. I gotta talk to you.
Detroit,
Skip, what do you
Archers.
think?
I'll at your boy.
What do you think, Skip? Who'd play him?
This is difficult. I'm trying to picture without the beard.
That's the hard thing.
I'm
No.
thinking because you got to put a beard on him later. But
His personality shines very strong. They're having a moment right now.
They're having a vibe.
I
doing
want
our
to
music
go. I
thing,
want to
you
go.
know what I'm
I want to
saying?
go see whatever you're talking about.
I want to print vinyl for my both sons. I say
So what do you guys
There you
think?
go.
Who would play Mihailo? Who would Vald in the movie?
I'm trying to.
Damn, dog, that would be a
His
dope
person
concept
that-
if somebody plays Valid and then somebody else plays Mihailo.
Oh, it's like some Hannah Montana.
I want the two highest paid
Parent
actors
Trap
in
it. You
Hollywood
do both.
playing me.
Lindsay Lohan it. You could do both.
Oh, there you go. All right, and then
I don't even know. That just put the bar too far
That's
up.
great.
I don't know. His personality shines too.
Can't
like-
nobody play me.
No,
It's
I
real.
agree.
Like,
I
I'm looking at
agree
his old
with
school
you.
pictures. Like, did I ever
I
see you
agree.
in school?
That's funny.
all right. Last question. I'm going to ask you guys, and before you answer, I'm going to promo the shows coming up. But 3 people, dead or alive, you'd want to have drinks with. Think about that for a second. 3
great
people,
question.
and this can be dead or alive. 3 people, dead or alive, you'd want to have drinks with. All right. Next week, here we got the Eclectic. It's Elena Day's new band out of Flint and Port Huron. Also, the Tom Selleck party guys, the Magnum PI party guys will be in here. Augie and Mikey
They're gonna be
and
drunk
Conrad.
though.
What?
Yep.
They're
The-
gonna bring Yeji. I know
They
it.
say August 11th, the second Sunday, Augie and all those guys come in, the
It
Hamtramck
is.
boys.
I have no.
They have a Tom Selleck party.
Tom Selleck.
It's a Magnum
Yeah.
PI. Magnum PI.
You
This
dress
is
you dress
tickling
up
my
at
soul
him
right now.
or
So deep.
So listen,
my
they
existence.
have 2 parties a year. They have one in April on Good Friday. It's the tracksuit party where you come in your favorite tracksuit, and all the money goes to a charity that's over in Hamtramck. And then the second one they do is in August every year, and it's the Magnum PI party where
That's
you
amazing.
come in your Detroit Tiger hat,
I'm about to.
your
Either Magnum
Hawaiian
or
shirt, and
a
then
side
they
guy.
sell you a mustache.
who's his side
For
guy?
$5
You gotta
bucks.
tell me what. I'm gonna
Higgins.
shave my beard
He's
off.
like,
hey,
I'm going.
Hey.
Cut my hair off and just walk in.
So
this bitch
Valid
like Tom
next week.
Selleck.
Next
What
week
up,
on the show, they're going to shave my beard.
Here.
They're going to shave my whole beard off. I'm just going to have a
dying
mustache.
laughing
On the
that
show?
this is
Yeah,
even a
they're
thing
gonna shave
that
my beard.
exists.
I'll give
whole
you guys.
week.
So weird.
Whose
With
idea
Magnum.
was this? I want to shake that man's
Right.
hand.
They'll be in here
who
next
really
week.
Listen
came
to
up
next
with
week's
this?
show. Seriously.
So they teamed up a couple years ago. They
It's
teamed
fun.
this year. They teamed up with another group of Magnum
is
PI
life.
guys that they were the ones that got kicked out of the ball game a couple years ago.
Hey, all you Tom Sellecks, get the fuck out!
They
They
did.
did. Well, I guess they were causing trouble, and
Yeah.
they fucking booted them all out.
All
there
of
was
you.
like 30
Out.
guys.
And they thought it was the
There's
same
like a
group,
police
but it wasn't.
report.
So now
All right, who's the
there's-
guy that punched you? He looks like Tom
Seriously.
He looked like
Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
There's 30 of those guys running around. I need them.
My dad was. People thought he was Tom Selleck when we were kids. They wanted his autograph in restaurants and shit. I am not
Oh,
even kidding.
Shit.
So
We'd
that's
be
next week.
eating.
That's
They're
next
like,
week.
"Hey, sir."
August 18th. August 18th, we got the band Six Smile that'll be in here, and we
Six
also
Smile?
have Six
Oh, they're from
Sick
McNick, man.
Smile. Sick Smile. We
got
also
Six
have the the promoter Sick
Sick.
Smile. Like
Okay.
I'm sick, I don't feel good.
Like
Okay,
tonsillitis.
sounds
Sick
like 6
smile.
miles. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the group was 6 Mile. Yeah, yay, McNick. What up, though?
we
Yeah, I
also
wasn't the only
Hey,
one.
those are my peeps.
we also have the Jimmy Chirito. He was in before talking about the Dadless Project. This is the Dadless Project 2. It's a play that he's throwing.
Two.
Yep, and then the promoter for the Hamtramck Labor Day Festival will be in here. August 25th, we got Jamie Wilkins is going to be in. She's the Arts, Beats, and Eats connoisseur, the booker, and all that stuff. We
Event
also have
coordinator.
Mabel Syrup, who is the local, she's the clown burlesque lady.
Oh, yeah, that's a
she's,
no.
she's also, you don't do
Last time
clowns.
she was here,
Don't
she
do
was
clowns.
pregnant with twins.
Well, she's pregnant again.
So now she's coming in. She's
Pregnant with
again
one.
pregnant.
But she does the Michigan Burlesque Festival. She's coming in to promote that. We also have Shannon Shones. She does a thing called I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's out of Lake Orion. It's called LO Palooza, and all the money goes they just built actually Friday. I think I'm going out to Lake Orion. They built one of them ballparks for the handicapped kids, the Dream Fields. Yes, and this is her charity, which all the money from LO Palooza goes there. It's on my birthday, September 14th, and the Gasoline Gypsies, the Native Howl, Trippin' Dixie, all the bands from around
I
here are
want to
playing.
go.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a hotel room that night because I'm not coming home from Lake Orion. But that's
We're going to talk about that because I think I might be in for that.
yeah, September
Hey,
14th.
share room
Tony's coming out too.
costs.
Tony's coming out too. It's going to be a good time. And then we take a week off in September 1st for Labor Day weekend, and then we come back with Levi Bootcut, Crimson Eyed Orchestra, Nick Punty and the Complicated Men, Age of Hysteria, Casting Shadows, Chrissy Morgan and her new band, No Sin of Eden, and Secondhand Mojo. So that's September and October. We're booked completely through. We're starting to book into November now. So, yeah, it's going to be a very great
Jazz
end of
hands.
the year. Last year we ended with I think it was 3 Port Huron bands, and then we started the year with 2 Port Huron bands, a band from Flint.
Ho.
It was it's like Port Hurons are like home away from home now here on Cave Radio.
It
Big and
became
bigger.
that for sure.
So, all right, you guys ready? 3 people, dead or alive. You wanna
They
have drinks
forgot.
with. You
They,
guys-
you totally, they weren't even
Man.
thinking about it.
Tom Selleck, the burlesque lady.
He was listening.
No.
At least he was listening.
You lost him at Tom Selleck
I
party.
know.
Like, that, it was over.
All right, Mayaeni, who would you be? 3 people, dead or alive, you want to have drinks with.
Shoot, Whoopi Goldberg, Josephine Baker, and Will Smith.
Okay.
He'd be
I
Very
agree.
cool. All right, Valid, how about you?
Dead or alive, right?
Dead or alive.
Jay Dilla,
All right.
Nikola Tesla,
Okay.
probably the third one would be a pro wrestler, bro. Owen Hart.
Oh, yeah, he met a tragic death. All right, I'm going to give you 5 words.
What up, though?
Big and Bigger, Cave Radio, Mayaeni. Let's see. Let's go Bud Light. And I don't know. We'll do. Give me a word, guys. Any word.
Boobs.
Tits. There you go.
Oh,
All right. I'm going to find a beat for you.
The side of the table's on the same page.
Come on.
All right, Mayaeni. While we're looking for stuff, since you got to get out of here real quick. Album. Where can we find your songs? Where your social media, all that stuff.
Just so on all platforms, so anything you use, just search MAYA.
she went
ENI. That's you put that Google anything. I'm like the only, everything.
I'd say it's pretty unique.
Yeah. It's like you go to
Agreed.
Mayaeni.com and find everything there. That's
All right, I have no clue what this is here, but we're gonna try this.
Oh,
one.
clue. I hope it's
Heaven
good.
help
right.
Give me some of that boom bap shit, dog.
I don't have
Oh.
any of that stuff.
Hey, yo.
What you got?
All right, here we go. This is Vald's gonna give us a little freestyle. Here we go.
Right, he's like, give me a minute.
You hear it?
That's like,
Yeah, not barely.
I can't hear it.
Wait, this is some yes.
You got some hip hop
I was like,
instruments?
this song rock
I don't have any.
no, I'm
That
like, that's
sounded
totally
like-
not some hip hop.
You want me
Alright.
to give you a beat on my guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, well, look at this.
Oh.
See, that's what I was waiting for.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Jesus.
The beat, I could just do a beat.
I can't believe we're watching
Got
this.
some beat bop.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wish I could beat bot.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah. Check it. Look. I get big and bigger, like the fucking show I'm on. This a Bud Light, you sipping on an Oberon. You know me, dog. I fucking come through out this world, yeah, like a Klingon, and then I come back and meet this world like Feeny. This is the Cave Radio, Valid and Mayaeni, yeah, homie. And this is just a free. See, you can get hit. You can call me Mr. Free. See, and I'm aiming at the Batmobile. I mean the Batman whip. And this is just a freestyle. I didn't write this shit, but I like the girls that got the big tits. Hey yo, Eric, that's the whole list. And now I'm about to freestyle this shit so easily. Yeah, I got an attitude. You can call me Easy E. Yeah, or maybe even Ice Cube. Me and Mayaeni. Guess what, homie? We don't really like you. Yeah, I got an attitude. I ain't here to battle dudes. I ain't gonna keep it lyrical. I hit you in the grill, motherfucker. Keep it physical. Yeah, I'm going on another platform. I mean another level. Keep it spiritual. And here we go, homie. And this is just a freestyle. Did you say that group's name was 6 Mile or Sick Smile? I mean, I come through and I spit bars while she drums on the guitar. I can get far, homie. You can't even keep up. I mean, for real, I'm really fresh to death. I rap raps around y'all. Y'all out of breath. I mean, I run laps around y'all, and this is just so damn fresh. She said Will Smith just a couple of minutes ago. And here I am, freestyle, spitting the flow. And they ain't even written, my bro. And this is just a free. Now imagine what I do with the motherfucking pen. I mean, I gets it in, homie, and this is just the end. No, it's not. I'm still going, still flowing. You know him. It's Big Val Boski. Motherfuckers know me. I've been on the block, homie. You can call me homie. I've been in Southwest. I mean, I've been in Dearborn Heights. I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy ass fights. I've seen a lot of knives. I've seen a lot of brass knucks. And I don't give a fuck, homie. You get your ass chucked up by these chucks. You know, them Converse. The name is Big Valid. Always drop the bomb verse. Yeah, homie. And this ain't written, though. You know me. I came to keep it spiritual. Hey, and keep giving me more words. You fucking with Big Valid, homie. You fucking with the serve. The drum is still going, and she's still beating. She about to speed it up. Motherfucker, I be speeding. Yeah. I'm breaking all the laws. The Michigan Wolverine when I hit you with these claws. The Detroit Lion when I hit you with these paws. You know me, dog. The Detroit Piston or the Spartan when I hit him with the motherfucking spear. Yeah, homie, I'm fucking drinking my opponent's tears.
Yeah.
And this
All
is just for fun.
I
love
do
it
it.
now.
Come on.
I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God.
Mayaeni,
That was
Mayaeni on the beat,
No, much respect.
Valid on the freestyle. All right, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. When we come back, we will have Dumb Shit with Dawn. A little bit later than usual, about 8:40.
Did I
We'll
say
be
all the
back.
words on the list?
Yeah, you did. You did
You
great,
did. You
man.
got them all,
You
man.
did it
All right,
great.
cool.
All right, we'll be right
And
back.
every word off that's not on the list, too. Sweet.
Right.
Mayaeni, thank you so much for coming in
Thank you. My
and hanging
pleasure.
out with us, and we'll see you soon. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes. You're listening to Big and Bigger, episode 211.
Awesome.
Voices talking so loud lately, yeah, so that I can't help but hear. The truth about you running around is becoming clear. Well, you promised
Auto Clinic is your one-stop auto repair shop. Bill Griffin and all of his mechanics are ASE certified technicians that will provide you with everything from simple diagnostics to complete engine rebuilds, oil changes, batteries, tires, timing belts, suspension, transmissions, and so much more. We are qualified to service anything on your automobile. We will advise you of the best course of action. Go to our website at www.griffinsautoclinic.com or follow us on Facebook at Griffin Neighborhood Auto Clinic or call us at 248-888-9406. Check out the website for monthly specials and coupons. Also, ask about financing your repair to get you on the road faster. 248-888-9406. Stop by Griffin's today and become part of our automotive repair family.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Slovakian trap code. That's correct. It is one of those. It's an anal butt plug that's shaped in a cone that is super small for men, Czechoslovakian men. What? Czechoslovakian. From Czechoslovakia? Czechoslovakia. That's phenomenal.
It's time for Dumb Shit with Dawn.
Welcome back, everybody, to Big and Bigger here on Cave Radio Broadcasting, www.crbradio.com. I want to thank Mayaeni for coming and hanging out with us and playing a couple tunes.
Yeah, she's super dope, man.
And also for providing the beat for your freestyle. Not bad. All right. We got Krystle filling in for Big Al, who's out scuba diving.
What up?
Looking for the Loch Ness Monster. We also have Skip hanging out in here. Vald's going to be hanging out with us for the next little bit. But this is Dumb Shit with Dawn. We're doing it on my stream, so anyone who's watching live, go to my page.
Alan's going to have to share it because his mom.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi.
All right, here we go. We got 20 questions for Dawn. Dawn, these questions are questions that my 7th grader answered 17 of the 20.
Oh, my God.
Okay. All right.
So I can only get 3 wrong.
All right. The first one. What superheroes' nemesis or enemies are the Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Electro?
I know this.
I know. I don't. Most people do.
So Green Goblin is against the Octopot, that Octo guy.
Well, Doc Ock is one of the other guys. Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Electro are all this superhero's enemies.
It is. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to be happy because she gave you a hint over here.
You didn't
All right.
say I couldn't assist.
I had to
All right.
act like you.
What
I
country?
was like,
What country is known as the land of the rising sun? It's actually the name of their flag. Also,
there's a song. Isn't there?
That runs the house of the rising sun.
There's
Which country is known as the land of the rising sun?
Italy.
No. Their flag is also called this. So what flag?
They're called the Rising Sun?
The flag is called this. Look, what flag looks like it might have a rising sun on it?
I love all these hints.
Yeah,
I'm British. That's the one.
No.
Nope.
I wasn't saying that. I was
She's sounding it out.
She's sounding it out.
All right, the
House of the or not House of the Rising, Land of the Rising Sun.
Sing that song.
No.
No, I don't even want to hear it.
Japan.
Hold on, Joe. What?
Japan.
That's a red dot.
Which looks like a rising sun.
Yeah, the Geisha girls in the House of the Rising Sun.
I didn't even think of that with the
All right.
Japanese.
All right. What is the center? What is the center of an archery target called?
Bullseye.
There you go.
I play darts.
Bullseye.
I'm a darter.
What do the initials B? You're a darter. What do the initials BC stand for? BC.
BC.
Come on, girl.
Hold on, I
it's
gotta
the
figure out
year-
where they're at.
It's the year.
Hey, before Christianity. Right?
It's before Christ.
Christ.
Before Christ.
Same thing.
Give her a half a point to make that other point a whole.
Yeah, there we go.
Get a half one on that.
Close.
All right. What does a chameleon have that's longer than its body?
Tail. Tongue.
No.
What?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Dude, they need a superhero like that.
Where is that guy at?
Hey,
Hogman.
Where in the world's Chameleon
Chameleon
Man?
All right.
I bet. Did you think it?
Wait, PJ Masks says geckos. That's the same thing.
Right. What is the water around a castle called?
Gout.
What?
Gout?
It's a
Isn't
foot
that
thing.
disease
moat.
or something
A
on your
moat.
foot?
Moat.
Go.
I got a bad case of the moat.
I got
So confident.
But
Gout.
in this case, you know
give
what?
me half on that one too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gout.
What
I didn't know that one.
what sports city is what sports city is home to the Heat, the Dolphins, and the Marlins?
Oh, I know this.
Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins.
There you go.
There you go.
That's the only one I fucking knew.
What is the national symbol of the United States of America?
The national symbol.
Yep, of the United States of America.
Eagle. Eagle.
Yep, a bald eagle. Okay.
A bald eagle.
Yep. What is another name for a buccaneer?
Come on, man.
Bronco.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A Bronco rider.
No. Because they buck.
A buccaneer.
That's what she
Let me
thought.
think. A pirate.
There you
No,
go.
is it a
Yeah,
pirate?
pirate.
It is a pirate.
Oh,
yeah,
I was thinking of the
Buccaneer, yeah.
flag. the-
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I wish I thought of that first.
No.
Sorry.
All right. What is the you're in the medical field, so I'm going to give you a couple medical ones here.
Okay.
What is the largest bone in the human body?
Femur.
Okay. What is the liquid part of blood called?
Plasma.
Okay. And then the last one. Who is the father of modern medicine?
The father of modern medicine. Jack Kevorkian.
Give her 5 points for that one.
Oh, you're killing it.
Who's the father?
Doc Martin.
You have to take his oath.
Oh. I can't remember.
Hippocrates.
Oh, God.
You have to take the
I'm
Hippocratic
like,
oath.
yeah, the Hippocratic oath. That's
I have that signed paper.
Probably
Oopsie.
should know that, Don.
You know what? Whatever.
She
All
took
right.
it.
I just,
Fine.
you know what? I got proof. That's all that matters.
Right, she took it. We're good.
I don't gotta know it.
What country is the Loch Ness Monster found?
Oh God!
So
I knew this was coming.
We did the Loch Ness Monster question last week. Actually, she said something about
Italy,
No. Scotland.
Scotland.
Don't give her the answer.
She got it wrong.
I know, but she can still get a half point if she answers it.
Well.
Denmark.
Okay.
The Loch Ness Monster, dude.
Where does wool come from?
Cotton.
Oh Jesus.
Isn't it cotton? Well, no, sheep.
Here we go.
There you go. Got half on that one. All right. In what city in Pennsylvania gave its name to a candy bar?
Hershey.
There you go.
Okay.
I think I went there
Chocolate
once.
question. Yeah.
I went there
What
once.
color?
I don't like chocolate.
What color is made when you mix red and blue?
Purple. That was my favorite color. Smarty pants.
I didn't know that. What 4 vegetables start with the letter B?
Broccoli.
That's one.
Butternut squash.
I'll give that one to you. That's not on my list, but
He underestimated
yeah,
this.
I did. She dug deep for that one.
She did though.
Okay.
2 more.
Beans.
Beans. There you go. One more.
Broccolini. Cheater.
No.
How about Bush? I want to say Bush something.
No.
That's for sure no.
No.
Bush is that vegetable.
I don't know
One of
that.
them sort of looks like a. No.
No.
Never mind.
Nothing that looks long like that.
Nothing.
No.
How about like
Here we go.
British?
5,
I don't know.
3.
I can't.
Brussels sprouts
Brussels sprouts.
and beets.
I'm over here like
I love
over here
beets.
beating out a beat on the
I
table.
love beets. Beets are one of my favorite vegetables.
All right. What makes an object fall when tossed into the air?
Gravity.
What?
Gravity.
Gravity. Okay, Forrest.
Gravity.
All right, so we got 1, 2.
Oh God. 3,
I
4.
think we got 2 left.
Oh Jesus. Basin, you already won. I already know it.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh God.
All right, here we go. Give me 2 other names for the Bigfoot and Yeti.
Sasquatch.
Say that one more time.
What was that?
Sasquatch. Sasquatch. Skatsky squatch.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
And what's the other one?
Bigfoot.
No, Bigfoot, Yeti, Sasquatch. There's 4 names that he goes by.
What?
There's actually more, but 4 main names.
Harry and the Henderson.
That's the best movie ever.
It's actually the Abominable Snowman.
Yeah.
No, isn't he white and up north?
That's what a Yeti is.
That's what a Yeti is.
Yeti, Abominable Snowman. See, I think it was kind of misleading because the Yeti and the Abominable Snowman are totally different things than Bigfoot.
Well, they're
and
the same, but they're
Sasquatch.
just
No,
in
they're
different
not.
countries.
No,
It's the
they're
same.
not.
Yes, just different country. All right, last one. You ready? What? Name 3
Am I
states.
Yeti?
Wait, I'm like, wait, different
Am I
country?
Yeti?
Yeah, the
Am I
Yeti and the Abominable Snowman are from like the Malaysia and the
Mountainy, snowy areas?
Yeah, mountain snowy areas, and Bigfoot and all that is
It's
from
from
the
northern Michigan?
The jungle.
North America. Yeah. All right, name 3 states that begin with the letter O.
Oregon.
That's one.
We have more states than Ohio.
Yeah.
One more.
Oklahoma.
There you go. Wow.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
1, 2, 3.
I had to think of the word. I had
Oklahoma,
to like
no
picture
Four,
the word.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 and a half. 11
More
and
than
a half.
half.
11 and a half right.
Yeah, that is more than half.
Not bad, Don.
Now, Don, for
All right.
the Sasquatch
Hold on.
answer, I would have said Eric.
Mason was
Say,
so much better.
say bye to your fans, Don.
That was an acceptable
Bye,
answer,
fans.
I think.
Good job, Don.
Yeah, good job, Don. Okay. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to have more with Vald.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a little bit of big and bigger news and headlines, which we haven't done in a while. We'll be back in 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Little Black Cat Bone by Joe Stanley Trio.
I said I think it would have been an acceptable answer. I think it would have been a completely acceptable answer, although I think that falls under the category of Wookiee as well. Okay.
Attention listeners, affordable podcast opportunities await. Cave Radio is looking for podcasters to join our ever-growing family. We offer affordable studio time, live shows, caller interaction, podcast archives, video stream-ready studios, and much, much more. For more information, contact Jeer at caveradiobroadcasting.com. That's DEEJER at caveradiobroadcasting.com or BigAlCRB@yahoo.com or message us on the Cave Radio Facebook page.
No, you can still whine. It's fine. I'm not. You're fine.
Is there a way of ever going back and listening to this?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And bigger Sunday night. Big and bigger Sunday night.
Welcome back, everybody, to Big and Bigger here on Cave Radio Broadcasting, www.crbradio.com. Want to thank each and every one of y'all for listening, whether it be on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitter or on the app or at Cave Radio Broadcasting on the website. We appreciate everybody that listens, and appreciate all the people that tune in for Dumb Shit with Dawn. Also,
thank you.
I want to thank Mayaeni for coming in and hanging out with us. You can check out her new song, Colors, Colours. Her name, Mayaeni, Mayaeni. You can get her on Spotify and Apple Music and all that good stuff. I found her earlier on SoundCloud, too, so... we got Vald sitting here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Your album Mihailo came out in May.
Yep.
I saw a couple of the videos that you got, even some of the earlier stuff. Your buddies with Super.
Super MC is the homie. Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine too. I actually was going to do a podcast, him and I and Hush. We're going to do a podcast called Decipher Detroit Podcast. It was based upon that.
Yeah, the art exhibit.
The art exhibit. Yeah, we got Jenny Risher on board with us. It's just kind of taking a back seat because we've all been busy. Hush,
yeah,
moving,
man.
Me with my kids and Soup touring everywhere. He's in New York tonight.
Yeah,
hanging out and doing his thing with Titan Records and
that's
all that.
The
now,
homie,
you're part
man.
of Titan Records too.
I was, I was, and that's still, I still rep that. I'm not on the label currently, but that's good people. Chris is my homie.
Chris is
his
great,
wife
dude.
Heather. That's my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I go a long ways back with Chris and Super MC, and that's a vital part.
Now, how
Vald.
being a white guy in a I've asked this to Hush too, being a white guy in a predominantly black art, how are you accepted in that community?
Well, things have changed, bro, over the years. It's, no matter what, this culture, this genre of music is always going to be black music. But when you walk out there into the real world and you go to a rap show, especially like depending on the artist, there's a lot of white kids out there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of white rappers nowadays. So times have changed in that regards.
How many good ones are there though?
That's a good you're a good.
There's a
question.
lot of them out there.
Right.
How many good ones are there?
I feel you. But even now, like in 2019, you look at the ones who are really doing like big records. There's quite a few out there. You know what I'm saying? In the last 5 years to come out and on a major level, so it's different than it was in the 90s and 80s. And my story is kind of opposite of like the classic Eminem 8 Mile tale. It's not like, oh, you're a white boy, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, yeah, I got that a whole lot, but it was from other white kids.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's to me, I don't know, man. It's like I never really got that, man. And but I have had people tell me like, man, when I listen to your music. Like if they didn't know what I looked like, a lot of them have told me like I thought Vald was a black dude. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't sound like Asher Roth or like Limp Bizkit, or, you know what I'm saying, or like M. Like I sound like myself, and I don't know. A lot of people don't throw me in that folder. You know what I mean? Of white rappers. I never thought of myself as I just thought of myself as an MC.
Right.
And that's that. And with the Serbian thing, like with my album being named Mihailo, is gaining a lot of like traction overseas in the countries of the world that use that name. Like it was crazy when Ghostface posted that shit. Like a lot of people overseas back home were like, who in the hell does Ghostface know named Mihailo? Like that's straight from our region. So like the hip hop and the Wu-Tang fans out there fucking with me heavy now. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just never thought of myself like M.
Okay.
Definitely looked up to him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things were inspired by M. But I just never thought of myself as a white boy rapper.
In the late 80s, early 90s, when M was around, there was only a couple of white boys hanging out. Him, Hush.
Yeah.
You know, there was a few other ones.
Beastie Boys, if you want to look at it. But it's just, I just never looked at myself in that light. Right. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I should. I don't know. No. But, nah, brother.
If they don't treat you like it, don't act like, you know.
I'm just me. You know what I'm saying?
You do you, man.
So, it's probably have to ask another white boy that question.
I got Hatch coming in pretty soon.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
That's the homie.
Krystle, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for filling in last minute.
No problem. It's fun.
You were
I'm not having a riot over here.
You were going to be here anyway, so I figured since Al had to go deep sea fishing.
We're having ourselves a field day over on this side of the table.
So tell us a little bit about what we're going to hear when we tune into the Girl Show 8 to 10 on Thursday nights.
Okay, so we finally we put a call out to our fan base for questions that, they want. It was originally guys, but then Dawn and her friends gave us a really good female question. So we're opening it up to questions that you want answers to specifically from guys, like that guys have questions that they won't ask girls.
Correct.
Typically, unless you have a very close female friend.
We wonder.
I have a couple really close guy friends who will ask me questions, and I'm always like, you would never ask a girl you're dating this, though, would you? And they're like, absolutely not. So we want those questions. So we've got some, and we're going to keep getting them in. So we're going to talk about a few of those because a couple of them are actually really good. Okay. So we'll be discussing that in the upcoming weeks. Not this coming week, but probably the following week. We're going to do the labor pain simulation, and we're going to Facebook Live it.
Labor pain simulation. You know what? Save that till when I come on. When I take over the board.
You want to wait?
Yeah.
Wow. We can wait.
Because I'm going to start videotaping you.
That's fine. We can wait. So it'll be September.
But I'm not going to do the video. I'm not doing it.
I know. You're a weenie.
Yeah.
So we need volunteers.
I might be
for
here
that.
Thursday.
Yeah.
So we need volunteers for the labor.
Yeah, they're doing labor. They're going to hook up a labor pain simulator up to them.
Because I'm actually going to put it on me first to see if it's legit. Like if it feels like, because I'm going to have birth children. So I'm going to do all 10 to see if it actually feels that way. And trust me, if it does, you're all in trouble because that shit hurts. Okay. But it's hilarious. So
how does it, what does it do? You hook it up
you hook up these
electrical.
And it makes your muscles
to your abdominal area. And it forces your muscles to contract like ours do when we're in labor.
Oh, my God.
Contractions.
Yeah.
And then a guy comes with a kit. He has a sledgehammer and he slams you in the stomach. Just to make it real.
So Thursdays 8 to 10.
We just run our mouths.
You and Carly. Carly's your new co-host.
Yeah, Carly is my new co-host because Melissa did not want to do it, and she's off on her own life adventure currently. So it's myself and Carly, who, if you listened to us before, was our intern. So now Carly is my co-host, and we do a weekly online dating what the fuck segment as well because I'm single. I'm dating as a late 30s single mother, and Carly is completely childless in her mid-30s.
I'm childish in my 40s.
See? So you could probably have a whole... Are you on dating?
Childless.
Oh,
are you
okay.
on dating sites?
Childish.
Well, that too, but whatever.
Well, yeah.
Do you see my braids?
Are you on dating sites?
No.
I am, and
one.
so is Carly. And according to Carly, I get the craziest messages. Like people just say whatever the hell they want.
Watch out for men. Watch out for men who live in gated communities.
I want a gated community. I want to. If I win the lotto, I will have a
gated community usually means prison.
Yeah.
No,
we should,
not that kind.
We should set Dawn up with a date on a dating site.
I won't go on one.
Yes.
No,
It's okay, we'll make you a profile.
Yeah, we'll make you a profile.
I can make you a Bumble profile or a Plenty of Fish. Not a problem.
Oh God, I'm scared.
You should be. The shit that gets said to me is
you know what?
astounding.
I'm not. No. Okay, so
what's the worst thing you've? I mean, besides dick pics.
So they could.
Shit,
Okay,
what's
hold
the
on.
worst
Stop.
It's not just the dick pics.
Can they find me?
No. It's
like they were not going to show up Nick Knows.
I don't
on
know
Sunday
that one guy
from 7 to
saw me in
9:30.
Target and was like, I saw you in Target. The message sent me was like, I saw you in Target today, and I was like,
oh God, see, I'm scared of that.
and I've
had stalkers,
Target,
dude.
right? Like, so I'm like, was I with my kids?
All right, I'm scared.
He's like, I don't know. I looked into your soul, and you looked into mine. I was like, oh, sweet baby Jesus, like, fuck my life. Like, I was like, so
My worst fear,
take it
right
you're
there.
local, and he's like, I probably live not far from you. I'm like, I really hope you don't know where the fuck I live. Like, Jesus.
So that was your
Christ.
craziest one?
No, God,
Knocks
no.
on my
So what's your
door.
craziest one?
Crazy. It's recently. I actually read the messages on air.
No,
It's
we're
a
not doing
guy
this.
who literally feels entitled that because I'm on a dating site and he messaged me, I'm supposed to talk to him. And when you don't, like, he'll message you over and over and I don't respond because I'm not interested.
Right.
He gets belligerent. He has told me that I am fat and going to end up with a black guy because that's the only guys that like chubby white girls. And he
Whatever,
hopes
they
that-
got big
He hopes
dicks.
I never procreate, even though I have 2 kids and that's clearly stated in my profile that I have
Right.
children. Like, just he goes off on a rampage. Like, last week it was I'm a fucking cum guzzling whore who probably has a disease. But dude, you keep messaging
Gargle,
me, so
gargle.
what? Like you keep
That's
coming
hilarious.
at me. So it's the way people talk to other people. Like the
Oh
amount of
my
times I've
God.
been offered money to
Oh my
play
God.
with my hair astounds me.
Well, you open up a Cash App.
I'm like,
I get that all the time too.
With your beard.
Yeah, Dawn, I'm with you. I can't do that.
I don't know.
it's
can't do it.
crazy to me.
Hey, if they cannot find me,
You talking about dating sites?
I got
Yeah,
Alan
never.
and Eric though. Keep that in mind. I do have Alan and Eric,
Right,
so
like-
I'm going to be safe. They will not find me, so this might
Yeah.
be fun, but
Oh,
I'm kind of
it's
scared.
entertaining, let me tell you. So
I'm
we
kinda
talk
nervous.
about that weekly because, I mean, I don't go
All
a
right.
week without getting. I don't go a day without getting some fucking crazy shit. Like, tune in this week.
And you're a swiper.
Tune in this week. The message that I got started with, "I'm in need of a new pet. You should talk to me."
Wow.
But I'm not a horse.
Oh no,
That was valid.
You
by the way.
probably have some pets in your pictures. And
nope.
I like your kitty.
Yeah. Ooh, see.
That's not what it
Does it bite?
Okay.
She can.
This is how you set this page up. You take the Snapchat filter that changes the gender
Yeah.
with Al.
He is cute. Dude,
Use
he
that
is
for the
cute
pick in
as
the
a girl.
Use that for the pick in the
Ooh,
profile.
Al?
Yeah,
Al's
didn't
a
he do
chick.
that once?
I don't know.
I think we did
I
the
think he did
Snapchat
do it,
once, and I
yeah.
think he did it. And I think he's cute as a chick.
No, I'm not.
Dude,
I look like my brother when I
gotta-
do the guy one.
I look like my cousin Douglas.
I did.
I look just like my
that
brother.
face app thing that everyone was complaining about.
Oh, the
that makes you
Russian
old.
spy app. Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Oh, I can't believe you did that." I'm like, they already have all our information anyway.
Oh God, Eric's
mean,
going to
you
be on
talk-
Russian
But
porn
now the
everywhere.
Russians got it.
I mean, for God's sakes, you discuss something like, watch tomorrow. We're all gonna get some random shit popping
Yeah.
up on our Facebook.
Exactly.
feeds.
But I did the face swap thing, and I did the younger version, and it's Mason, 100%. Except Mason's got a beard in this
Yeah.
picture, and he doesn't have a beard in real life because he's 12.
he could have a beard in real life at 12.
He
I mean,
might
I've seen
soon.
it.
He might soon. So, all right, ready? We're gonna do this is open to everybody. You guys can all chime in. This is a segment we like to do called Big and Bigger News and Headlines. And what we do is throughout the week, I kind of grab the most egregious, stupidest headlines. 99% of them probably are not true.
Correct.
So we don't give a fuck. We just
And
want
and
Whatever.
how many of them start with a man in Florida?
like probably five.
A lot of them.
Probably 5 of them. This first one here: Seagull rips off man's testicle as he sunbathes
He
naked.
found this when we were at the bar the other night.
Dude.
As he
Okay.
sunbathes naked. I love your comment. You were like, I could just imagine that bird circling and being like,
Like, how does he horn in on one testicle? Like, he
Right.
missed the whole noodle?
Was it
Like,
hanging out? Like, did he have a Speedo on and it was
What?
like caught? I mean, what happened here?
I think it was stretched out like a pig ear.
It was Batwing style.
It looked like a piece of beef.
all right, this one here. Here's one of the Florida man. Florida man arrested for pelting girlfriend with McDonald's sweet and sour packets.
Excellent. I read that.
And this is the guy here. I know the people can't see him, but
Okay,
he's
first
got-
of all,
what's
he's
up
got
with the
like-
random bald
Okay,
spot?
no,
Hey,
I
bitch.
know someone who had one of these, and I legitimately was like, fucking shave your head.
Yeah, why would
What
you
is
do
that?
As soon as that happens, just
He's
let
a
it go,
cocky.
baby.
Right, let
He used to be cute. He's mad he ain't anymore.
No, and he brought home McDonald's, and his
shouldn't
wife.
have shaved your
he was
head.
supposed to get so many packets of sweet and sour sauce, I'm sure.
He didn't even order
She
sweet
didn't
and
have
sour.
enough for her nuggets, and he did.
snapped.
And she
He
got
had
mad.
enough. He's been
She
getting
was
this
nag,
for
nag,
15
nag,
years.
and he fucking just whipped him at her.
She got the
Take
wrong.
the goddamn sweet and sour sauce.
I think he got the wrong sauce, and he's like, "I don't want these sweet and sour bullshit," and starts pelting.
All
her
right.
with it.
Bishop is condemned for telling his congregation that gay people exist because pregnant women have anal sex.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, that
A
doesn't make
bishop
me gay,
is
Bishop.
I'm trying to
condemned
figure
for
out
telling
how
his
this
congregation
all
that gay
work-
people
like
exist
how this correlates.
because the kids
He's
turn
talking
gay.
about boys.
The kids turn gay in the mom's belly because
They turn
She
gay
takes it up the
because
ass while she's knocked up,
no,
I
they
guess.
turn gay because their pastor is.
touching them inappropriately
he's
in the
doing
back
that.
room.
All right, I got you.
All right.
I'm catching what you're throwing at me, Dom. Picking up what you're laying down. All right. It's going to take a minute. This computer's kind of slow.
All eyes off me.
What?
I was singing.
She's over there singing to herself.
I'm
Don't
just
worry
still
about
on
it.
the.
Down there, let's see, the vag bone's connected to the dick bone.
I'm like, I don't understand how that all works, but all right.
That's a little odd.
Don't play. Don't play.
Don't play.
Don't play. All right. Woman orders food, tells server, this one's on God before fleeing cops.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this one.
God's paying, bitches.
Yeah,
She's out.
Yeah. 30-year-old Delia Hernandez was arrested Monday on a felony robbery case. Police says Hernandez rode her bicycle to a Sonic in Las Cruces, New Mexico, ordered a meal. When the server asked for payment, she said, this one's on God. And then
Paddled away as fast as her little legs would take her.
Go with God.
Yeah.
God was giving her the speed.
Right. Did you guys hear this? This one's a 100% true story. In California, they banned the word manhole covers.
What?
Because it's gender
Because
specific.
it's gender specific. They call them maintenance covers now. So you have to lift up the maintenance cover, not the manhole cover.
Because it's not just men working down there.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, our world is full of
Yep.
snowflakes.
It is. Florida man allegedly uses scissors to cut off penis of his wife's lover.
I saw that.
Yeah, this is Alex Bonilla, 49, was arrested Sunday after his neighbor told a deputy that Bonilla tied him up at gunpoint and cut off his penis with a pair of scissors. That has to hurt.
Bonilla?
That has to hurt.
It's real
You think
close.
so?
Yeah, I mean, it would all hurt, but I mean, swiping it with a knife is one quick swipe, but scissors, you got to fucking
cut through it. If
Like-
they're not like kitchen scissors,
So
like,
back in the day-
Oh, you still got to do that with kitchen.
Back
Think
in the
about
day,
chicken.
back in the day, I had it was like a skin tag.
I remember this.
And I cut that I pulled that motherfucker and cut it, and it didn't all the way come off. Oh my god!
We do that.
I
every
almost
day.
fainted. I was like, like squirted blood everywhere, and I'm like, but then I had to go back and cut that motherfucker again. Oh my god!
I remember that.
I'm trying to figure out. God, they knock him out or something? Because I can't imagine another man getting that close to my junk.
Oh,
That goes to show
I
you
agree.
don't touch
I
another
agree. Like,
man's
how
wife.
did-
Like,
They
Oh,
didn't
look at you
even
with the
have-
scissors, dude. What are you doing? Oh.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
you're
he
gonna
had him
do?
at gunpoint, he said.
Oh.
Yeah, it was at gunpoint.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh.
buddy.
Hold your.
This one is great, man. Here, if you flush drugs down the toilet, you could be creating a meth gator.
Got a bunch of alligators on
Yeah.
meth
I didn't
walking
know that.
around,
Wow.
tripping.
Tennessee Police
Cops
Department.
are here. Throw it down the
You know
toilet.
what's the only thing more dangerous than an alligator?
It
An
wasn't even a
alligator on
cop.
meth.
It was their ceiling fan
It's
they
a
thought was a helicopter.
goddamn meth gator.
Yeah, but if you look at it, the gator's probably only got half his teeth now. So.
Right.
exactly.
He's only got half a body.
He's all
So
strung out.
speaking of gators, have you seen the last 2 weeks they've been finding them here in Detroit?
I got
What?
it.
Gators in Detroit?
Okay, no, the
Yeah.
one
There's
out in
one
like
Belleville.
Heartland.
Yeah.
They let that.
That's a guy I went to high school with. That was his pet.
No shit.
He's had it since he lived in Dearborn Heights 20-something years ago, and it's
Yeah.
just gotten bigger.
His gator got out?
And his gator
And
got
then-
out,
Oh,
and
sorry, y'all, it's okay,
the
it's
neighbor
just a
almost
gator.
shot it.
Well, there was a dude in Saginaw. There was
Oh, my
a
God.
black dude in Saginaw. He said he was same thing. He was out fucking around in his yard, and a fucking alligator came at him, and he was packing, and he shot that motherfucker. And then they found one in Belleville Lake. They said they were fucking got on a boat, and he was like, "What's that over there?" He thought it was a log. Walked up, drove up on it. It was a fucking 5-foot alligator. in Belleville Lake.
Crazy.
This is
see
because
that,
people
though.
have fucking alligators.
Well, the thing is,
like,
they'll never survive a winter. So
No, they're dying.
There got to be something that someone released. I mean, a fucking
They're not
5-foot
here in
alligator.
Michigan,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
they're not moving in.
Yeah, someone had to put that mother. And I was telling a story. I was in a basement. This was probably 15 years ago. I was in a basement doing a plumbing job, and I walked downstairs, and the lady's like, "Oh, I got pets down there. Don't worry about them." So I'm thinking there's a fucking bird or a dog or a cat. I walk around the corner, and there's like a big giant pin with an iguana, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And I hear this snap, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I look over, and he had like a 10-foot by 10-foot pin, and there was a fucking 5-foot alligator in that motherfucker. I'm like, "What?"
Probably down the street from my
In
house.
his basement, dude. I'm
My
like,
neighbor had
it was
one of
No, it was
those.
on the west side, like Davison.
What? Why do you have
don't know.
that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dumb.
I'm like, "What do you feed
let
that
it
thing?"
walk
He's like,
around
"Oh,
the house,
giant
or what?
rats." I'm like,
Why do you have
"Yeah,
that?
why do you have a 5-foot alligator in your fucking basement?" I don't get it.
That
Listen,
takes
my
care of the
buddy
rat
who's got
problem.
out in Heartland, he's got like a buttload of little kids. Like, he's got a whole bunch of daughters. I'm like,
let it go in
why
the
do you have an
local
alligator
pond.
and a bunch of kids all
Why
living in the
invest your
same
time
Let's
place?
go
money
fishing at the
into
ponds,
that?
kid.
Why do you invest your time and money into a fucking pet alligator?
That's
What
good.
does
That
it
could
do
kill
for
you, right?
Right.
Like,
I agree.
All right,
it's
this
not
one.
snuggling on the couch watching TV with you.
Exactly.
This guy, man, this guy had a lot of drugs in his butt. Search of Florida man's butt turns up heroin, coke, crack, pills, and
Holy
weed.
crap!
Look at all, yeah, really,
Hey, that's that
literally.
Royce
That
the 5'9"
takes years
Eminem
of
song.
practice to get that much stuff up there. Like,
I mean,
Jesus Christmas.
I got
Yeah.
He was practicing.
That fucking
This
guy.
was not his first go round.
Yeah, no,
This was not his first rodeo.
Like, was all that thing had to have been like all in like a, you would think in something. He couldn't have put all, like shoved that all up there one at a time.
couple lube balloons. That's my only guess.
Maybe.
So I'm telling you, this was not his first rodeo.
No,
and
it
it fit
wasn't
that
at
much
all.
up there.
Oh, this one here, we'll have to ask the next black guy that comes in, but marijuana makes white women horny for black men, according to a
Why would you
congressman.
ask black guys that? You have
That's
two
not
white
true.
women sitting
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
Does it
not
make them
true.
horny?
I dated a black dude for 15 years.
No.
You
I mean, it makes me
You just
horny,
get
but not
horny, right?
specifically
you don't,
for a
you know
black
what?
man.
You don't
like,
go back because no, thank
But
you.
you came
I'm
back.
done.
Oh,
I learned-
you're not
no.
going back to a black guy?
Never.
No. Okay.
never have.
Okay.
I did for 15 years.
Never did.
No joke.
I was married to a black woman.
Yeah.
Black man, though.
Different.
This one's crazy,
Totally.
man. Bowling Green woman accused of showing up to court intoxicated.
That can't be her real picture.
Oh, it is, dude. It is.
No.
Look at this. Look at this.
No. Who was trolling on the internet?
Yeah, that was her.
Dumb.
That's not meth because she's got her teeth. So.
Oh, no, it says she was a small bag of suspected crystal meth.
Oh.
Those are probably false teeth. That does look like a dude, though,
Claim
but it is a
crush
girl.
is Zofran.
Yeah.
Dude, that's okay. Hey, stop puking.
Oh,
That's
that is
anti-puke medicine.
Okay. Loud fart gives suspect away, leads to arrest. This was a true story,
It
actually.
was a true
You're an
story.
idiot.
Yeah, my man was, when tracking down a suspect, law enforcement
He's in a
used
tree
the
farting.
canine. Yeah. There was
Don't
not.
go eat chili before
Yeah.
you go rob someone. Like,
It's like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, they caught him because he farted.
Oh my god.
that's like you're the. I mean,
How
you
do
got to
go
be
in
like
jail.
the. But this is like you're the,
It's how
you're
that-
the idiot.
Yeah, they got me.
I smell him.
How'd they catch you?
They smelled me.
Farted.
I blew my cover.
There you go. All right, now this might be something that you might even have talked about this. Female masturbation apparently opens a portal to hell.
I did not talk about this, but I find this hilarious.
Yeah.
I
That's
shared
the
it
dumbest
because I
shit
think
ever.
It comes from a
funny.
Christian publisher.
Because you're not supposed to touch yourself. So if they're trying to, it's like beating a kid going to catechism.
So
like,
I love how
you're
they-
going to hell. You're
Yeah.
going to hell.
I
You
love how
touched
they say this.
yourself,
So-
you're
Gonna go
going
blind.
to hell.
The article starts off, according to one Christian publisher, dildo enthusiasts are on a direct path to the demonic realm. But should we take?
I mean, I'm
They're
sure
scared.
it's wrong when
More
I get down there.
seriously,
So
right.
Scared.
Satan's holding my spot. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, but
All right, one more Florida man. Florida man tries to kiss cottonmouth snake, hospitalized after bite. Check this dude's face out after he
Holy
was kissed by the
shit.
cottonmouth snake. That's him on the
well,
left.
okay, this is what you get for being a bro. You got no shirt on, your fucking fake metal hands, with your tongue out, holding this fucking
Doesn't it look like his
poisonous
hands all
snake.
fucked up too?
Wow.
So that's what they mean when they say, be careful, your face will stay like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you get for being a dumbass bro.
Right.
Where's your monster?
All right, last one. This one's the funniest of all of them. This comes from Boston. Members of midget crime family gang suspected in 55 break-ins.
Oh my God! Can you please share this to my Facebook
Here it is,
page?
right there. Look at this guy. He looks like a fucking. But 3 members of the so-called Irish mob midgets, a Boston-based criminal organization composed of people of short stature, has been arrested this morning, according to the Boston Chronicle. Security camera footage saw 3 suspects during a home break-in in which the intruders entered the house through the pet door.
Well, I mean, they fit.
This can't be real.
Yep.
This is like Wee Man and his friends breaking in. I
Right.
swear to God.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, thank you guys all for listening to Big and Bigger News and Headlines.
Thank you.
It's been a while. We got a few more that we're going to do. I wanted to wait till Al got
I would
here
like
to
to
do
point
the
out
rest.
that Dawn doesn't need to start a dating profile because
OMG.
She just totally got hit up on her Facebook video she posted to Mayaeni.
Yeah.
Some guy with a
Michael
picture
Corbin.
and all his information. Like he's on a dating profile. He totally just hit her up.
Hey, Mike, if you're still listening, she loves you.
Oh, wow.
Loves
He's
you.
like a 50-year-old bro with no shirt on.
Look at what he wrote. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
I'm like, wow, that was quick. We should probably watch what we say. Well, Dawn, we're not giving you a dating profile.
Yeah,
Apparently,
no
it's a
kidding.
bad idea.
dangerous.
All right. Valid.
It's his birthday
What up, man?
today.
Last-
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Mike.
Corbin.
Happy
From
birthday.
Farmington, Michigan. It's his birthday today. He has
Happy
no
birthday,
kids,
Mike.
not married, but looking
Dawn's
for a
gonna
good
call
woman
Damn, nice
to
rack.
be in his life.
Yeah.
We can go out to dinner and drinks and moves.
Moves or boobies?
She's going to call you,
Moves.
Mike.
Ooh, he's got some moves like fucking Jagger.
I was just going to say.
Moves like Jagger.
By Jagger? By Jagger.
Oh,
All right, Valid.
My-
Yo.
Last few minutes of the show, we use it to promote. You got the show coming up Monday, the 12th.
Shout out to DJ Head, Pigpen, and Tone Rizzo, who produced my album. Shout out to them big time. Shout out to Diego Cruz, shooting my videos. And shout out to everybody who made my album possible. Mihailo, it's out now. It's spelled Mihajlo. It's on every single music platform you can think of. So just type in Valid. Type in again Mihailo, Mihajlo. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify, all that stuff. Monday, August 12th, from 3 to 2 a.m., 3 p.m. to 2 a.m., Monday, August 12th. I'll be rocking Monday night, opening up for Boldy James and the Cool Kids and many other Detroit's hottest. That's at the Riverside Marina. Tickets are on sale. If you already bought a ticket, they are still good at the new venue and the new time. August 30th, myself, Neek, Fillmore Green, Ellie San Diego, Vice, and Idea, and Slot A will be rocking Old Miami. Only $5 at the door, Friday, August 30th. My name is Valid, a.k.a. Val Venus, a.k.a. the Big Val Boski, a.k.a. Rocky Balboa on that ass. And hit me up on my social media. It's Valid313. My website is valid313.com. We got shirts, we got vinyl, CDs of the new album. Everything's on valid313.com. Holla at your mans. Yeah.
Very cool. Krystle,
Yeah.
social media, when can we hear your show? All that good
Oh,
stuff.
sorry. Girl Show, Thursdays, 8 to 10. We have the Girl Show Facebook page. I forget what our Instagram is. Honestly and truly.
Girl
'Cause
Show.
It's not just the Girl Show. I think it's Girl Show CRB or something like that because we are apparently not the only Girl Show. We're mostly on our Facebook, though. Tune in this Thursday, though, and find out what I said to the boy who wanted me to be a slave.
There you go.
Ooh.
And starting September, the first show in September, I'm not exactly sure the date.
We did it.
Tell you
We knew
right
the other
here.
night at the
We did
bar.
this
We
the other
don't
day at the
remember
bar.
now.
September 5th,
That's it.
I will be taking over as the board op on the show.
So the kids go back to school, and Eric comes back to the Girl Show.
Yeah.
He gets to be the cock in the hen house.
Yep, it's going to be fun. We're going to be we'll be live streaming all the shows
Yes.
from there on out. So
Excellent.
Yep.
I can't wait to do the burst simulator.
I'm
That's going to be
so
sweet.
stoked for the burst simulation. Just because my brother wants to do it, actually. My younger brother, I saw him last night, and his wife was like, hey, your brother kind of wants to do that burst simulation. I was like, time out. What?
I think we should get Eric and Alan
No,
in here.
I'm not going to do it.
Why?
He already said he won't do
I
it.
had a heart attack.
Why?
I can't do that shit again.
I don't wanna risk
can't.
that.
I
All right,
might-
then let's bring Eric in here and we can.
Alan?
Or Alan.
Yeah,
Confused. Sorry.
yeah,
I don't think he'd do it. I think he'd weenie out.
yeah. You probably would.
I'm in.
You're in?
Skips in.
Skips in.
Oh,
Sweet.
shit. There you
That
go.
makes 3.
We just have to make sure it's a week I don't have.
It's Thursday night. We'll make sure we
I have
work it
I
around.
have
you.
every other. So.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
September 5th.
I
Try not to
know
do
all about
If not September
adjusting to
5th, then we'll
kids'
do it
schedules.
September 12th.
Yep. One of the
We'll try
two
to
will
do
be
it.
perfect.
Which is 2 days before my birthday. That'd be nice.
Oh, we have to tell Carly she'll make you a cake. She's making us the weed pony cake for our birthday.
Ooh.
You saw that story, right?
No.
All over. This lady went into Walmart and ordered her kid a Moana cake, and the girl thought she said marijuana cake.